Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. Get me out of now, to where we started out. La 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 la, oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone.
What is up, my peeps, my people? What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing good today. Hope you're having an amazing day so far. It is 1:17. I am so sorry. I'm late AF. Because it's still going on. I just decided to start the stream anyways, so bear with me as we're going through these technical difficulties. I'm trying to figure out how I can best fix it, but yeah, we might have to fix it in the stream. But anyways, yeah, I was having some like weird technical issues with connecting the game capture and like making sure it doesn't keep crashing. I've always had that, so if you know how to fix that, if you're catching us on YouTube, comment down below. If you're live, send it in the chat. That'd be very helpful for me. But anyways, yeah, so today's kind of weird because so much has been going on in the internet community, and as a chronically online gal such as myself, I am consuming all of it. And yeah, I mean, just so much has been happening, going on. Some of the stuff that I wanted to talk about today is kind of old news. Some of it is just like fresh off the pipe, like really. And I just thought I'd, again, give my 2 cents, because why not? And yeah, I don't know. It's just so much going on, like this drama with OKbaby, and then this whole situation with Cody Ko coming up, and Trump got shot, and like just so much going on right now. It's crazy. So I thought that I stick to the stuff that I like. I do enjoy video essays and commentary channels and stuff like that. And why not try and bring that to the stream today and talk a little bit about what's going on with some of these folks' lives and what we know so far about some of the stuff that's going on. It's kind of like interesting. So, yeah, let's head into the game. I don't know if this is gonna crash or not. If it crashes, I'm sorry. I don't mean it to, but yeah. So let's go ahead and head into the game. The amazing world of Hogwarts Legacy. I'll see you there. Potentially. If it doesn't crash. Oh, cool. It didn't crash, guys. It's just all fucked up, but I'll fix that. Did it crash? Oh, it didn't. Amazing. I'm such a good tech person. My tech guy is working today, I guess. So, had to fix it myself. I am going to lower the game a little bit just because there's going to be some dialogue going on. But realistically, again, that's not what we're here for. Actually, I'm going to increase the desktop audio, but just to decrease the game volume. There we go. I think that's good enough. Let me know in the chats. Cool. Every once in a while, I might switch this off from the game to like a more screen chat. So wait, let me see if I can do that. Right now, obviously, I'm looking at this screen, but you know, I'm going to be putting other stuff going on and things like that. So yeah, that might pop up because every once in a while I'm going to be going away from the game and going into something else to show you guys like certain videos and stuff like that that pop up that are pertinent to the discussion we're having today. But to give you a recap of the actual game, so we're level 18 now. Some of the quests and things that we had to get done was essentially grow and harvest some fluxweed, acquire all 3 combat plants and use them simultaneously in order for us to get flipendo. We want to do that before we go into the first trial. But there's a ton of different side quests here because in order for us to grow and harvest fluxweed, we need to have the big, large potted plant thing, which costs a ton of money. So we're going to do a couple of side quests today to help us get some money and buy all of that stuff. So that's going to be going on in the background. But again, like I said, realistically, we're also just going to be chatting a little bit about what's going on with the first thing is something a little bit more chill. So I feel like that's a little bit better. Wait 1 second. My dog is just barking and I'm like, what's going on? But every time one of the neighbors does stuff and like is cleaning their yard or like puts something on the gate or whatever, she like freaks out a little bit. So she starts howling, which is really funny because you expect a dog to like bark, but she just starts howling like crazy. So, but anyways, she's fine. She's doing good. Cool. So this one here says gold. That's what we're looking for. So that's what we're going to do. Heading into the first thing that I wanted to talk about, which is the OKbaby drama. So in case you don't know who these people are, you're not a chronically online person like myself. OKbaby is a family channel. Actually, let me pause here the game for a second just to show you who these people are. Wait, let me see if I can get that up and running here in the back. I have like my little dock open and stuff, which is really funny. Oop, 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 oop. There we go. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. So, let me see if I can get that open. Wait, what? I can't find it? No way. Did it get deleted? Did they delete the channel? Oh, they didn't delete the channel. What the heck? I just got like scared a little bit. Let me see if we can open it up here. Right, so screen chat. So this is their channel here. I'm literally just trying to fix this so that we can like only see that. Okay, cool. So this is their channel right here. OKbaby's the name. 1.43 million subscribers. So they had a lot of subscribers. It was basically like a family channel, family vloggers, like documenting their lives, just talking about, and they deleted, it looks like, all of their videos. The only thing they have is this post in the community. But anyway, so they're kind of a different story because they met each other when they were really young. Apparently they were like, she got pregnant when she was a teenager, so you know they were teens when they started dating and stuff like that. And yeah, she got pregnant with their first child, and then quickly after that they ended up having 4 children. So they have 4 children together. You can see their names here. So Oscar and Kyra are mom and dad. And then we have, I guess I'm not gonna share the names of the kids. I just think that's kind of weird. Anything like that is kind of weird. You can kind of see it here on the screen, but anyways, yeah. So this is them here. This is mama, Kyra, and the guy, Oscar, is dad. So they have 4 children together. Personally, I had maybe heard of them, but realistically, like, it's not something that I consume. It's not something that I personally watch. I don't watch family vloggers. I don't follow family vloggers. It's not something I enjoy. So let me get back to the game here. So a couple of years ago, I want to say a relatively like long time ago, maybe it was 2020, so 4 years ago, maybe it was 2022. They see, my game crashed. Anyways, so they posted this YouTube video that went viral called like "We Broke Up," and it went viral because, to be honest, it's one of the most bizarre breakup videos I've ever seen. Honestly, the concept of breakup videos is just so weird to me. Like, why would you need to make a video? I guess if your whole content, everything that everybody knows about you, and everything that people consume about your content is about you and your partner and like your family. That's all they know about you. That's all they watch about you. And out of nowhere, you're not going to be able to make any content like that anymore. So I guess you could say you have to explain to your audience like what's happening. But even then, like, I think this, like, making a video explaining that is just weird. I feel like maybe just posting a little text on social media platforms and just letting know, hey, we're getting a divorce. We're not going to be able to continue with the videos. Or like in their case, they said that they were going to continue with the videos, which is kind of weird. But yeah, so basically like they posted all of that stuff and made this really weird video just talking about their breakup, how they're breaking up. They're not gonna like be posting. I guess they did say they were gonna keep posting videos together, which is really weird. They said that they were gonna keep living together, even they're, you know, sharing their finances and stuff like that, which is kind of like understandable in the first couple of months. But yeah, I think the easiest thing to do is just show parts of the video because it is kind of wild. It's really insane. And I honestly don't know why they thought that this would be a good idea. I honestly don't know why they thought, like, yeah, no, this right here is something worth sharing with everybody. So I couldn't find the full length video. So here I grabbed like Moist Critical's reaction to it. I'll try and kind of skip through him talking and kind of get to the actual video, because I tried to look for the full length video and I couldn't find it. So here it is. Okay. So this is literally the video. I tried to find it again. They deleted it. Right. Okay. So I was wrong. It's not 2020, 2022. So January 7th of 2022. Keep that in mind. Okay. They posted the video January 7th, 2022.
No.
I might.
See kind of what it's all about.
Are you gonna cry?
No.
I might. I'm just kidding.
So she just went like, I don't know if you can hear that. My desktop audio might not be too loud enough. But she just went, are you going to cry? Are you going to cry? And then he goes like, no. She's like, I might. I'm just kidding. It's just so weird. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of weird. Oop. Let me see if I can get this a little louder. I'm just going to put it super loud, and then I'm going to put the game to be a little bit lower. Thank you, game. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
Thanks to Prime Zeppelin.
All right. And then personal things, family things, and obviously what we are telling you now.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
I feel.
This is another thing about family vlog channels. They share fucking everything. There are no...
They do. That's the thing. Like, nothing is personal of theirs. Like, everything is online. Everything is shown. Everything is public knowledge. And I just feel like that's so unhealthy.
no secrets between them and me. Like I said, I watched about 2.5 minutes, and
Okay, I'm gonna just skip through here because I want to see like the rest of the video.
like anyone would think it's a good idea.
It's just hard to know in that situation from a content point of view.
And everything's
So-
content, baby. We
So
break
we
up for
just
content,
kind
goddammit.
We were going through a lot of emotions and a lot of sad. At least I was going through a lot of sad emotions. So
He just keeps saying, like,
That's so sad because he's like, I watched the original video back when it was uploaded like a long time ago. A long time ago, 2 years ago. And he was just so sad in the video and everything like that. And she was not. She was just like chilling, basically like laughing and stuff like that. And again, keep in mind, this is January 7th, 2022 when this video was uploaded. I think they talk about how when they broke up, and she broke up with him on Christmas Eve, I think. So this is it's like less than a month, right? Like less than a month that they broke up, and she's like really like totally fine with everything. So I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I was sad,
He was vlogging
and she is never sad about it.
I was still in the denial phase. Like, no, this can't be happening.
Yeah.
Can't be happening. But sadly, it is, and it happened. you
This
guys.
is so
It's so bizarre watching that. I like. It's just really bizarre.
uncomfortable.
Awkward, and we're here. Yeah, and we're here.
Why
so,
do it?
Like it, and but I'm better now. So yeah.
It feels like she intimidated him into making this video.
Might have been.
so
Does it make you
crazy.
feel better to say it like that? Do you feel better because it's not you?
Well, yeah, because I tried my ass off to make it work. And,
But that's the
give it all
thing,
in,
guys.
yeah.
If you're listening,
wasn't good
in
enough.
the end doesn't always
You blew
work
it.
So that part there, I remember, like, he was just like, oh, I was in denial, but I'm better now. And so, yeah, Kyra broke up with me, and then that's just so awkward, so embarrassing. And then the Kyra goes like, yeah, does that make you feel better? And then he's like, yeah, but I worked my butt off to, like, try to make it work in the end. She's like, well, that's the thing, guys. In the end, doesn't always work anymore. And it's like, knowing what we know now of the situation, which we're gonna get there, but like knowing what we know now of the situation, the fact that she was just so nonchalant about it, like, yeah, in the end doesn't work anymore, guys, is just bizarre to me. Like, it's honestly like so weird and yeah, just bizarre.
And
Could they be faking it?
got
I don't
to
know.
a
We'll
point
see.
in my mind where I felt
The worst part is that they're not. Like, that's the worst part. They're not faking it.
like, are we just best friends? Like, I feel like that's what we are. Is there more to it than that? You know?
We're watching
And
a couple
there
break
has
up,
been more to
goddammit.
it than that. Crazy and dramatic. Nobody like cheated. Nobody like.
This is about where I stopped.
Feelings were hurt though. You did some things that hurt my feelings, but
We got some foreshadowing going on here. She goes, nobody cheated, nobody did anything inappropriate, nobody, and then he's like, feelings were hurt though. Again, knowing what we know now of the situation, I'll get into the details of what happened, but like knowing what we know now of the situation, it's just kind of crazy that like she would say that nobody cheated. Come on, go on the video, tell everybody that nobody cheated. And spoiler alert, she did fucking cheat. You know what I mean? So
I found out later on.
Can you please clarify that I wasn't cheating? 'Cause
Yeah, you weren't
need to,
cheating.
like,
You weren't
people
cheating.
see, like pushing him into saying like, hey, tell everybody like I didn't cheat. Tell the audience, only to find out that she did indeed cheat. And not just with anybody, but with somebody that is I'm not gonna spoil anything. We'll get there. But I just, yeah, that is so fucked up. Anyways,
We'll dig into
You
that.
did a lot of things that bothered me. I wouldn't consider them full-blown cheating, but it was definitely
Close.
full-blown cheating. I wouldn't consider it full-blown cheating, but what does that say to you? You know what I mean? Like, what does that say to anybody watching? She did something suspicious, and I think she does talk about it in this video later on, like what she actually did. It's just so gross.
All right, fine. What about that situation bothers you?
It's
Yeah.
not that situation. I just feel like
Yeah, that sounds like cheating to me, Oscar.
Yep. Specific things. Like, do we want to talk about when I had mental
It was only
health
oral.
issues, you were not there for me,
And it's
we
my
have to,
fault.
like, dig into all of that.
I wasn't a good enough
And I
husband.
do think something like this, it's sad that it took this.
It takes two in a relationship, and
Oscar was
I also think that, like, she said, like, are we gonna sit here and dish about how, like, when I had mental health issues and you weren't there for me, blah blah blah. I just think that she only brought that up to, like, make him look bad, you know, like, at the end of the day, is it important for your partner to be very supportive of you and, like, your mental health struggles and stuff like that? 100%. Like, it's super important for you to be there for your partner if you know that they're going through depression or, you know, anything like that. But at the end of the day, like, your mental health is your responsibility. You need to go seek therapy. You need to actively do things to help you get into a better headspace. And I just think that her bringing this up was really, like, just to weaponize it and not necessarily to, like, I don't know, have a conversation and give examples about what's going on in their relationship. Again, I just feel like this video is just so intimate about them two, what's going on in their relationship, and we didn't have to be involved with it. This shouldn't have been a video. It's like when you know, you get pulled into a meeting, an hour-long meeting that could have been an email. This is this video, except it's worse because it's like, yeah, it's just so cringy and so, like, I don't want to be watching this.
wasn't pulling his
not,
weight.
Like, yes, there are things he has done to hurt me or made us drift apart or, like, all the things, right?
Yeah.
But
It's all his
so
fault.
have I. Thinking of Oscar being happy with somebody else,
Yep, there it
and
is.
that made me happier. That's when I knew I didn't want to be with you anymore.
Why say
I know.
that to his face on camera for your audience? Like, why do that?
I know. Like, that is so sad. He's already, again, let's look at the timeline of things, right? She broke up with him December 24th, 25th, whatever. Like, I think it's Christmas Eve. So it hasn't even been a month. This is January 7th, it says down here, 2022. It hasn't even been a month that they broke up. And she says it to his face. Yeah, like, the idea of you being with somebody else made me so happy that I just think that we couldn't be together. You didn't let the bro digest. You didn't even let him digest what's going on. I just, like, why would you say that?
You have sat this man down and are breaking up with him again
I
and
know.
rubbing his nose in it like a dog who took a shit on the carpet. And you're like, hey, don't do that again. You know, like,
I mean, that's a way to put it. That's a way to put it. But it's just, like, so sad. Why would you do that? And like, humiliate him in front of everybody like that. Like, that's still the father of your 4 children. You know, you have 4 children with this man. And you still put him through this bullshit humiliation in front of a bunch of, like, at this point, it looks like it was like 800,000 views. It got, like, well over millions of views, you know? So, yeah, kind of sad.
With somebody else, and that's what I want for you, I don't think you're in love with that person.
Really?
yeah, can you handle that? You like that,
I don't know.
Oscar?
I've never heard that side, so it's a lot to take in right now. But
It's so sad. It's a lot to take in right now.
Yeah, luckily we're doing it on camera.
I don't
I know, in front of a bunch of people.
like the things that
Also, the thing is, like, they could have edited out. This is an edited video. It's not as if they're, like, live on stream, Twitch or whatever. No, this is like an edited video. They could have edited this whole thing out, but they chose to keep it. I have a feeling she edited this video. Okay, I'll be honest with you. And though she edited it, like, edited. That's such a difficult thing to say. Though she edited it. Damn, that's so difficult to say. even though she was the one who did edit the video, it still doesn't make her look good. Like, it still made her look bad. So just imagine what the uncut version of this looks like. It must be terrifying.
That you like. I don't want the same things that you want. I'm not interested in the same things that you want. And I want you to have that. So why am I like selfishly hanging on with a million other reasons? Like, guys,
that is such a stupid reason. Oh, you know, I don't like the same things that you like. I don't want the same things that you want. Like, you like sports. I don't like sports. You like this. I don't like. Okay. And I know that she says, like, oh, with a million other things, blah, blah, blah. Maybe a million other things is basically that you are already with your side piece while this was going on. Oops. Sorry to spoil it for you, but yeah, I don't know. That's just so fucked up.
there's a lot. That's like the main.
I love soap operas now. This is good.
So what triggered you to be so mean though this last month? Not that she was horrible. She was actually very nice to me during the actual breakup process. But there was a phase where like I was trying.
Once I had decided that I didn't want to be with Oscar,
I'm about to watch a fight.
Tell him that because we were going on the. Like,
I'm watching a domestic issue.
So instead,
you were doing a lot to push me away. Not like in a.
That subconsciously, I really was like self-sabotaging.
Why would you do that? Come on now.
Trying to get you to break up with me, so it wasn't me. I don't.
Even the cat's upset back there. It's pissing on your couch.
Like as soon as I decide something, you know that. Like I want to say it. I want to tell you. I can't just like.
This is just an argument. Yeah, this is. They're literally just arguing here.
I just feel like it's just so personal. Again, it's just so personal. Like they did not have to put this online. Like we don't need to be involved in this situation. You know what I'm saying? I think that from memory, I think what happened here is like she just mentions like how she already knew that she didn't want to be with him anymore, and so but she felt guilty. She couldn't bring it up yet. Blah blah blah. So she basically just like treated him really badly during that time because she felt like guilty for lying. You felt guilty for lying? Anything else you felt guilty about? Anything else you want to share with the chat? No? Okay.
Help you.
Yes, I did explode a few times, guys, and I've worked on it. I've actually gotten way better at it over the years.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that like that, bringing up how he exploded and stuff like that, like again, a narrative to make him look bad is. I've heard as well, like during their marriage, there was like several videos of them where it did seem like she was the one doing everything in the house and he wasn't doing anything. He would just play video games, that he was somewhat immature, stuff like that. I don't know these people. They're bringing up their business to all of us for us to investigate and go through and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I just feel like that this doesn't have to be uploaded for us to all see, and it makes sense that the video is now deleted. So yeah,
that's what I said.
This is what's happening. I'm sad. I know you guys are gonna be sad. I'm sorry that we haven't
She looks heartbroken.
made a video about it.
I'm sad. I know that you guys are sad. Yeah, she looks devastated for sure. Like she's about to have a mental breakdown.
I don't know.
Long story short, I do feel like we're in a really good place right now.
Oh yeah, we can all tell. Like you're in an awesome place now. This is just great. This is amazing. Honestly,
still
it looks healthy.
So healthy. It's just like so healthy.
Figuring out.
Honestly, couple goals. At that point, couple goals.
Yeah,
whole life
this looks pretty healthy to me.
7 years. It takes a minute to like know.
7 years.
Extremely respect.
Wow. I didn't know that they were together for 7 years, but it makes sense, right? They have 4 kids together, so you would expect them to have some years together.
Respectful of the breakup process. Nobody else, like I said, like she said, no one else.
I thought you said that she broke up with him.
Nothing. Currently, no one.
Yeah,
She did break up with him because she's seeing somebody else. Oops.
good for that YouTube paycheck.
Oh, can I tell you
All right.
funniest conversation I had with you?
What?
Okay, then they go on this tangent that is just absolutely what the fuck. She's like, oh, can I mention this is just like a funny conversation that we had? And it's like, it's not even funny. It's not funny at all. Basically, they broke up. He and his friends go to Vegas together. Because obviously, like, he's feeling sad and stuff like that. They like, okay, you gotta go see a bunch of strippers. Which I mean, I've heard people who do that, so I'm not gonna judge that. But so he went, and she brought this into the conversation, into the YouTube video, again, in my opinion, to make him look bad. To be like, see, he went to a strip club. He was doing this. He was doing that. And like, because probably she was feeling guilty AF for doing what she was doing, which is to have a boyfriend on the side. But anyways, allegedly, I don't want to get sued. So allegedly. But yeah, she brings up this story about how he went to the strip club and stuff like that. And how like, oh, he's so stupid because he didn't even get a lap dance. Excuse you? What? And how I guess he spent $200, and she brings it up as if it's like a ton of money. It's like, it's $200. These people have millions of subscribers. They were making probably bank. What's $200 for these people? You know what I'm saying? Like, so in the grand scheme of things, it could have been a lot worse, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, she brings up this whole story. It's honestly like just cringy to watch. And let me see if I can find the part where it's just, oh yeah. She says, I was trying to give him advice on how to sleep with girls. How bizarre is that? How fucking bizarre is it that your still wife, or actually I don't think they ever got married, so still fiance at the time, she kept the ring and stuff like that, by the way, is giving you advice on how to get girls? Like, if you wanted to be a swinger girl, just say it, you know?
Revert. Go back. So then,
To be fair, it looks like it was miserable going through this breakup with her.
Do that. And I was trying to give him advice on like how to sleep with girls, or like know when a girl wants to. And
Jesus
how to-
Christ.
Oh my God, that is so-
They are literally still married.
First of all, when you
Oh.
talk about
think
that,
like, I don't know, guys.
Well, are they?
They never got married, okay? They're not married. They are only engaged. But they have 4 kids together. They're living together. They had just broken up. Am I crazy? Maybe I'm getting the timeline wrong. But they did say that they broke up on Christmas. This is January 7th. So over the span of a few weeks, she was already like trying to give him tips on how to get girls.
They actually
She's like, hey, can you like speed up and move on already? Because like I want to be able to like have my boyfriend come out and stuff like that. What? Fell asleep. I just put a blanket on over you and like just say boo, or put a mask or something and just say like boo. You're good. You'll get there. I believe in you. But anyways, so yeah, so that they are not married. They just got engaged and stuff like that. But they did, you know, end up like breaking up over this basically. And then they have like 4 kids together. That's the weird part, is like that I just think it's just so unnecessary. Really, really unnecessary.
married or?
That, like,
Oh yeah, they are. They've been together for like 7 years now.
So they're full on divorce.
What happens if I have a 5th kid though?
They have full,
And chronic
like turning into an
jam.
open relationship.
Yeah, it wasn't an open relationship or anything like that. I mean, technically it was. He just didn't know about it, but it was.
Kid though.
They have 4 kids.
that's your new person's problem, not mine. Dude.
Yeah, let's go, Oscar. We don't care.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Vlog.
We're done.
He's like, all right, I'm just gonna end it here.
Like, living in the same house with 4 kids, what could go wrong? Right?
Yeah.
He looks so stressed.
Well, I guess a lot of things, but
He's
I
very
guess a lot of things. Could go wrong. I think the worst that could have happened.
he's not having fun.
Leave your questions
Questions.
down below. We'll probably do a Q&A because
Why would they do a Q&A?
why not? Why not?
Yes,
What?
why not? You're already being open enough as it is.
Everybody in
True.
our lives thinks
confidence, I love it. The fact that you think after everything.
This got cut out, but basically she's like, is it a timing thing or something like that? Like maybe we can get back together, blah blah. And she insinuated something. I don't really remember what it was, but basically he's like, oh my gosh, the fact that you have the confidence to think that I'm, after everything that you put me through, that I'm gonna be crawling back to you,
you put me through, I would be like,
This is so weird. I feel so bad right now.
Yeah.
Here and there.
This is
I don't know why they would
comforting
upload
another
this.
Okay, they're talking over it, which is I wish I had found the original video. I really wish that I had found the original video. But they were talking about it, and then she said, and comforted another guy because he was sad. And he's like, oh, there it is. Yeah. That guy? That guy is her now husband. Okay? Do y'all understand what just happened here? He's like, oh no, you didn't full blown cheat. She's like, oh, well, because and now we know the situation. The situation was that she was comforting a guy because he was sad.
I don't know.
oh, there it is.
This is two people that fucking hate each other pretending they don't.
Yeah, no, it's just so bad. I think that's pretty much it. They do a Q&A and stuff, but I'm not really gonna go into any of that. But yeah, it's just pretty bad. And let me see if I can get the game capture to work again. And wait, there we go. So that this again, why am I bringing all of this up? This happened 2 years ago, right? It's not really something that's relevant for us right now. Until it became irrelevant again, when people started to uncover some new information. I think it was on Reddit, if I'm not mistaken, that all of this started to resurface. But basically, wait, let me see if I can get this game to be fixed. It keeps crashing. Basically, they broke up, everything like that. They ended up creating their own channels, which, if you were in the stream earlier, you saw, like, they, have their own channels. Oscar goes on and makes videos about how, like, he's trying to cope with being a single man, or used to. Now he actually has a girlfriend and stuff like that. And Kyra at the time also was just making videos about, like, what it's like to, be divorced. And again, they have 4 kids. They have 4 children together. So it's not as if it's like a phase or something like that. Like, they have a lot of responsibility. At least they should. They should be responsible for those 4 children. But I mean, they weren't before, to be honest, because even when they were family vlogging, apparently they would just, like, put a bunch of bullshit about their kids online and, like, videos of their kids online. I'm just glad that people are turning around when it comes to family vlogging and stuff, because it's honestly, like, most of the time just gross content. Yeah, my game keeps crashing. I don't know really well. Either way, let's go into what resurfaced recently. So, let me open this.
Gamers, do you want to boost your channel and get seen? Are you tired of epic
There. I just keep screaming. So they broke up, right? Except recently, it came out that let me see if I can open up all of, I have, like, so many tabs open. Okay, here we go. I'm not even gonna try and open up the game tab. Who am I kidding? There we go. So this is Kiki Chanel, I think is her YouTube channel. She's a, like, pretty big channel that does, like, video commentary and stuff like that. And she made a video about Kyra. But more importantly, before we get into this video, it was actually revealed that Kyra was in Las Vegas reaching out. Kyra and her boyfriend were reaching out to women in order to do threesomes. Yeah. let's get into it.
2 days ago, I got a message in my Instagram, and I get tons and tons of messages. It's hard to know what to decipher. It's hard to know if I'm being told the truth, all that kind of stuff, because I have been
Oh, quick pause here. So this is the Dad Challenge podcast. Again, go subscribe, go like. The information was sent to him directly. So just so you're aware of what's going on. He's been doing a lot of videos about OKbaby and Kyra and all these people. So yeah. The source is coming from somebody who, talked to him directly and showed him all of the receipts. So
fished many times, lied to many times. And so I'm really, really careful now with how I approach these types of stories, because, this is sometimes it's too bad. In this case, not too good to be true. It's too bad to be true. That's what you think. You're like, why would someone just tell me this? But because I am a pretty loud voice in the anti-family vlogger community, I tend to be sometimes the person that people reach out to first, because I do have the bigger platform, which, it's par for the course when you're on YouTube. So this girl reached out to me. I'm not going to be telling you what her name is. She doesn't want to be on camera. She doesn't want her name out there. But she said, look, how to say this? I need to tell you something. I had a threesome with Preston and Kyra.
So a source reaches out to him directly and tells him, like, hey, I was in Las Vegas, and Preston and Kyra, again, keep in mind, let me open up the OKbaby channel just so you can see what's going on here. If you notice here what's going on, this guy's name is not Preston, okay? His name is Oscar. So, very clearly, Kyra was having threesomes with some other gentleman called Preston. Now, who is Preston, you may ask? I'm going to show you who these people are. Let me see if I can get footage of them here. Okay, so this girlie here is named Hannah. Her name is Hannah, okay? She was Kyra's babysitter, okay, for the 4 children she has with Oscar. So Hannah was the babysitting for Kyra's 4 children, okay? I guess like they were managing the channel, they had their finance, they had this stuff going on. It is 4 children. It's a lot of children. So obviously, she needed help. So she hired somebody to be her nanny, and her name is Hannah. Now, why is Hannah relevant? Because guess who Hannah's fiancé is? Yes, you guessed correctly. Her fiancé is Preston. Okay? Do we understand the gravity of the situation now? That literally this poor nanny's husband was having an affair, allegedly, with Kyra, her boss. And I am not going to spare any of kind of like I don't think anybody knows the ins and outs of their relationship and everything like that. But like outside of just being the nanny, they became best friends. They were close in age. They were both like young. They were both, engaged and stuff like that. And just like, guess in the same lifestyle. Keep in mind, all of these people are in Utah. So, yeah. But anyways, yeah. So like they became really close friends. They got like so close. They actually had a podcast together. Called, I think it's Beneath the Sheets. Let me see. Yeah, see? So like it's probably all deleted at this point. Yeah, it's like people reposted it and stuff like that, but it's all deleted. It's really funny. They have one, I've never watched it to be honest, but they apparently have one episode where they talked specifically about cheating and home wreckers and stuff like that, where they're both like really vocal, and Kyra especially is really vocal about how like, oh no, it's just like home wreckers are like in another level of deceitful and stuff like that. I'm not gonna get too into that part of things. At the end of the day, they're both in the wrong here. They both cheated, allegedly, their respective partners. But I just think that it creates a even worse narrative, or an even worse like underlying issue, when literally the person that you're cheating with is your best friend's husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your best friend. So if you can do that to your best friend, I mean, you can do it to anyone at this point. So in this video here, I guess they talk a little bit about or they show, I think it's good. I'm not going to put the video or anything like that. I'm just going to show the podcast setup so you can see, like, so again, this is Hannah here. I'm gonna put it full screen. This is Hannah, this is Kyra, this is Preston, Hannah's husband, and this is Oscar, Kyra's husband. Or not husband, they're all engaged. I don't think they ever got married. So they're all engaged, but they're not married. And yeah, the name of the podcast was Beneath the Sheets. The reason why they called it that is because apparently they would talk about a lot of like sexual things and stuff like that, and like female sexuality, yada yada yada. So like, that's again super weird when you think that this girl used to be her nanny. And like, if they're best friends, I guess that's fine, but like, she used to be her nanny, so in theory, this Kyra in theory is her boss. So again, just so many levels of inappropriate going on around here that it's insane. But yeah, what came out is that essentially, hey ZPZ, I am talking about this drama going on about OKbaby. I don't know if you have no idea who these people are. That's totally fine. Just plug in. I'm going to do a really quick 30-second recap for you. Okay. Who are these people? Why are we talking about them? Who cares, right? I care. And this is my stream, and that's why we're going to talk about them, because it's honestly so irrelevant. But anyways, so OKbaby is a family vlogging channel, or used to be a family vlogging channel. This is their channel. They deleted all of their videos because of all of the issues and craziness that's going on that came up. The family vlogging channel is basically two people. Kyra is the mom and Oscar is the dad. Together, they have 4 children. Okay? They were keeping it busy. Love drama about people I don't know. Me too. Join the club. But anyways, so Kyra and Oscar have been together at that point for 7 years. They have 4 children together. They're both really young. They're from Utah. She got pregnant when she was a teenager. So like, yeah, they've been keeping it busy for a while. And yeah, they recently, at the time in 2022, got engaged. Okay? So they got engaged. They were all happy. And then out of nowhere, in January of 2022, they posted a video called We Broke Up. And it's probably one of the worst. Wait, We Broke Up. It's deleted now as well. But it's probably one of the worst breakup videos that I've ever seen in my whole entire life. It's just atrocious. It's like, why would you think it's a good idea to post this? I'm going to put like this really short little video with just the highlights, because we went through it a little bit more in depth earlier. But just to show you how bad the video is.
I've done nothing. Like, besides some attitude here and there. And comforting another guy because he was sad.
Oh, okay. Just to give you some clarity. During the video, he goes like, so Kyra broke up with me. Throughout the whole video, she's like super nonchalant. She's like, yeah, no, like, I'm so sad. And I know you guys are sad, but she's just like so chill. And this poor guy looks like he's a man in like jail, being pointed, a gun pointed at him, like going like, yes, we're gonna record this video. This is how bad it is. He's like, yeah, I went through so many sad emotions and da-da-da. And she's like, yeah, so like, I was trying to teach him how to pick up girls. It was just like so weird, just so weird. The whole thing, she was just acting really weird, trying to like encourage him to go out with other girls and sleep with other girls. Keep in mind, they posted the video January 7th, 2022. They mentioned in the video that they broke up on Christmas. So that means December 25th. So I know, right? Like, if you need help, blink twice, my guy. But anyways, so he, it hasn't even been that long since they broke up and posted this video. Again, I don't really know, like, how does that even make sense? They posted the video January 7th, 2022. They broke up December 25th. Like, that's not even, is that 2 weeks or something like that? That's insane to me that they would post that. That's just crazy. But anyways, so yeah, they broke up. She goes like, I didn't do anything bad to you. Can you clarify to everybody that nobody cheated? Like, please tell everybody nobody cheated. He's like, yeah, I mean, like, you did some things that were uncomfortable. Like, you didn't blown out cheat on me. And then she's like, oh, no, I'm not going to keep that in the video. She still kept it in the video. But anyways, just like the fact that he was like, oh, you didn't full-blown cheat on me, but you did do things that made me feel uncomfortable. Okay. Explain that further. So she did, and she's like, oh, just because I comforted a guy when he was sad. Now, let's say it together. Who was that guy? That guy is the guy that we now know she cheated on him with. So, the fact that she humiliates him, puts him to go on a video and say, like, tell everybody that I didn't cheat, only for us to allegedly find out that she cheated on him with this guy. Also, so as I was explaining, who are these people and stuff like that, right? Let me go back here. So, this is Kyra here. This is Oscar. This is Hannah. And this is Preston. Okay? Why are these people relevant to the story? It comes out that Kyra was actually caught in Las Vegas with Preston. Not only were they caught in Las Vegas together, with Preston, but also they were caught going on Bumble trying to get girls to do a threesome with them. And I'll show that video and everything like that. But just to show you how bad the situation is, Hannah was Kyra's nanny. She was her nanny. Like, she was babysitting the 4 children she has with her husband. Meanwhile, Kyra, allegedly, because I don't want to get sued, was going on her man. That is just so bizarre to me. So, yeah, these two couples, like, they're engaged. They decided to do a podcast together. It's just, like, a really weird dynamic because, like, she's technically her nanny, but they became best friends and whatever. So they created this podcast to talk about. I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. They created a podcast together to talk about, like, sexual things together and stuff like that, which, again, is just so inappropriate because she's her boss at the end of the day. So, like, how does that even work? But anyways, they have such a good relationship that they used to, like, go to each other's house every single weekend, play games, board games, stuff like that, every single weekend. And now it's coming to light that Kyra and Preston were in Las Vegas together doing shenanigans. All of this sounds terrible. Who's with the children for? Yeah, I know, right? Like, what the heck is going on? And I know that in Utah, they have a big, like, swinging community. This is not the case. It's not that they're swinging. Poor Oscar and Hannah had no clue about what was going on, okay? So, yeah, I have no idea what's wrong with these people. But anyways, so, going back to the piping hot news that came out is, this is also kind of a little bit back in the day and stuff like that, but this is what came out, is that she was caught reaching out to people on Bumble, reaching out to young girls on Bumble to have a threesome with Preston, her boyfriend.
This, but because I am a pretty loud,
so let's take a look into, like, what he's about to say.
Voice in the anti-family vlogger community, I tend to be sometimes the person that people reach out to first because I do have the bigger platform, which, you know, it's par for the course when you're on YouTube. So this girl reached out to me. I'm not going to be telling you what her name is. She doesn't want to be on camera. She doesn't want her name out there. But she said, look, how to say this? I need to tell you something. I had a threesome with Preston and Kyra. And I said, Preston and Kyra, like from OKbaby? She's like, yes. And then started talking a little bit. And I'm not going to share our conversations, but she basically said, yeah, I was in Vegas. I was approached on Bumble by Preston, and Preston said, hey, are you interested in read my profile. I'm only interested in, sex and doing threesomes with my partner. Right. And so I asked this person, are you sure it's not Hannah? This girl.
Hannah. Okay. Because Hannah's Preston's fiance. Right.
Hannah that Preston was dating. And she's like, no, it absolutely wasn't Hannah. So I said, okay. So then I said, can we have a conversation? Because it was a little bit confusing how we were going back and forth, because like, I can't believe this because, well, I can believe it, but Kyra has not said anything. Hannah has not said anything. Oscar hasn't said anything. Preston hasn't said anything. We know that Hannah and Preston have been broken up now.
Now, to give you some context there too, so Hannah and Preston broke up, right? And shortly after, Oscar and Kyra broke up. Yeah, not only do they do dumb shit, they also do it in a dumb way. Right, like so blatantly in everybody's face, literally hitting up strangers on Bumble. And like, they are both pretty public figures. Like, they have videos and stuff like that. They have millions of subscribers. They're public figures in a sense. So how do they think that nobody was going to find out? Nobody was going to know that this situation was going to like come to the light. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I can skip through here. Honestly, also the conversations were so disgusting. I'll show them later. But the reason why he says in this video, because I was like, okay, well, I need proof because like he said, I got scanned by so many people. Like I had a lot of people bring up stuff and say that it's not true. The reason why she knew that it was true was because they had she screenshotted the conversations with him, sent it over, but she also sent over this picture. Okay. This is a picture of Preston clearly with Kyra in Las Vegas. And the reason why she has that picture is because she was like, well, obviously, like if I'm going to have a threesome, I want to know what the other person looks like. I saw your pictures because his Bumble profile only had pictures of him. I saw your pictures. Who's the girl, right? I want to know what I'm getting into. And that's when he sent this picture of them both in Las Vegas. And so people start like fact checking this, like, okay, they were together. It looks like this could potentially be Vegas. Was she actually there during that time? So people went to check, and she actually was in She actually was in Las Vegas during the time frame that this girl said that this happened. And like, again, she has the screenshots with all of the conversations. She has like the date, everything. So Kyra is actually in Las Vegas during this timeline. So it actually is potentially true that, this could have happened. And yeah, she starts.
But this is Kyra in Vegas, April 21st. So the proof is in the pudding. Okay.
Again, this is supposed to be like April 21st. I'm not sure if it's 2021 or potentially 2022.
Now, there's no picture of Preston here because she didn't tag Preston because she doesn't want you to know that Preston is here because they're out debaucherizing Vegas. So apparently what happens in Vegas doesn't stay in Vegas in Kyra's case. So all that to say, my source then says, okay, I meet up with them at the lobby. They look great. Everybody's a little bit drunk. She says she's a little bit drunk.
It's before she broke up with Oscar and before Preston broke up with Hannah. And it's just so funny to me. Okay, imagine the scenario, okay? Imagine the scenario, Jubes. I want you to tell me. Let's say that you have a best friend and that best friend is married, okay? And let's say that best friend gets a divorce. Or like in their case, they weren't married. I think they were just engaged, but like they break up. Why in your like crazy ass mind, unless you're not a girl's girl, would you go to comfort the husband, the guy, the fiance, and not your best friend unless you were interested in him yourself? The guy she was talking about in the video, she was like, oh, you got so upset because I was comforting a guy because he was sad. Obviously, it's Preston. It's obviously Preston. Why would you go comfort your best friend's husband and not your best friend? Explain to me, why the frick would you do that? And then shortly after, out of nowhere, you break up with your own husband or your own fiance. Come on, like, it's, these people are just trying to make it so obvious.
And they head up to the hotel, and they're stopped at security at the elevators. They have to show the room cards because it's a very, very posh, expensive hotel. They don't want just anybody going around. They see 3 young people heading up to the rooms. They're thinking,
yeah.
Are they filming things? You know what I'm saying? So Wynn has to be careful. So they all go up. They start drinking, start talking, and everything else. I'm gonna pull up my notes here.
Oh, okay. Correction. So I think that this is actually, so the video that they uploaded of like January 2022 that they broke up, and then this story happened in April. So I think it did happen after they, in theory, broke up. I think. I'm not really sure. I know, right? That's literally her. She's going like, oh my God, you guys broke up? That's so sad. Maybe I can comfort you. What? That's disgusting. But anyways, this situation happened in April. But when this girl went up to the lobby, they start getting drunk. They start talking. She asked him like, oh, so do you guys do this often? And she's like, oh, we've done it a couple of times, I guess, before. So obviously came out that that's not a one case scenario. That's happened before with other girls, which means that wasn't the first time. And like, just look at the timeline of that. January and April. It's just 3 months. January, February, March, April. 3 months, okay, of difference. So then the girl goes and asks them, oh, but don't you feel jealous of him, like being with other girls and stuff like that? And she goes and says, no, because I've been the other girl before. So people got confused, right, about that statement, because they're like, oh, then that means that maybe Hannah, Preston, and Kyra had threesomes. No, that's not what happened. What she meant was that while her friend and her was engaged to Preston, she was in the sidelines going, when are you guys breaking up, guys? Like, when are you getting the fuck out? You know what I mean? That was her. That's what she meant about like being the other girl. And then the other thing that happened is that they asked him like, oh, and how long have you guys been together? And they both said 8 months. They both said 8 months. And that's where people were like, got it. Okay, so yeah, you did cheat. Allegedly. Because again, I don't want to get sued. So if you, let's bring up a calculator because I'm fucking horrible with math. If we're in April, that's month 4. And then you take another 4 months. So that means August of 2021. In theory, Kyra broke up with Oscar December of 2021. So that means, again, there's some overlap there. They were dating. They were together. They were potentially having threesomes while she was still engaged to Oscar and still like playing house with Oscar. And I'm pretty sure that Preston also hadn't broken up with Hannah back in August when in theory they were already together. They were already a couple. So what do you got to say about that? You know what I'm saying? And like, to me, it's just, again, it's just another level of fucked up to know that they were doing podcasts together. They were getting together every weekend to play board games at each other's houses. They were like best friends, super tight-knit community, everything like that. And meanwhile, these two were just behind the scenes doing stuff, like behind these two poor people's backs. And that's just so sad. So sad. But the story doesn't end there. That's the worst part. The story doesn't fucking end there, because it never does, because crazy people never stop. Never stop. They just have to keep pushing the boundaries. So Again, this is Hannah. Poor girl. He confirms with the girl, like the threesome person, like, hey, are you sure it's not Hannah? She's like, no, it's not Hannah. Whatever. Now let's take a look at the messages. Like, look at the messages. Tell me this isn't disgusting, right? Hi. Did you read profile? Yes. You interested? We are. Are you? Paradise. Where are you? Yes, I am. We are staying at the Wynn. Are you free tomorrow night? Sounds fun. Tonight? Let me see if I can get the rest of the... Yeah, the Wynn is very, very fancy hotel in Las Vegas. Like, very expensive. Again, she also has that picture, that video of her at the Wynn. So again, confirming that it's true. Confirming what we already know. Then sends this picture. Okay. They go back, they get out of the Bumble and they go to texting now. And then the other way that he was able to confirm that, again, it's the same person, is that he has Preston's number through a third party person that's like family members with Preston and stuff like that. So he has his number. And he asks the Bumble girl, the threesome girl, hey, can you send me the number then to confirm? I already have his number. I just want to confirm. And the numbers were the same. Okay? So again, there's no doubt in my mind that this story is real. This story is true. This girl is saying the truth. But anyways, look at these messages. Look at how disgusting. Doesn't this sound like an old uncle from a bar, like that's drunk and like trying to hit you up? Okay. We love that. Hi, baby girl. Just getting time to respond myself. Let's grab drinks and show you what rough really feels like. Kyra. That is so gross. That is disgusting. Like, let me show you what rough feels like. You want to know what's rough? Backstabbing your best friend. That's what's rough. Okay? That's just like so gross. But anyways, I guess the girl was into it because she's like, oh, I like the sound of that. I'm excited to meet you both. Winky face. I know. Ew. Just ew. Just don't do that. It's so gross. Text us what a good time is and we can find a good bar and meet you there if that's okay with you. Yes, sounds good. Thanks, love. Tongue emoji. Hearts and hearts. It's just so unnecessary. It's just so unnecessary. And some people were like, but why would she put like Kyra? The reason is because obviously they're using the same number to go back and forth between each other. So they would clarify who's speaking, if it's Preston or if it's Kyra. Also, other girls, I'm begging them to shut up. Yes, please just like, whew, that would be great. Thank you so much. But yeah, so apparently she was not the only person that they approached. She was just the only person that during that trip they did sleep with. All of the other girls were like interested in him and swiped right. Is it right or left? I don't know. But anyways, they matched with him and then they saw the profile and saw that they had said something about threesomes. And they were all like, yeah, no. Gross. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to judge anybody. Like, you can have a threesome and like use the app for that. That's totally fine. But like just going behind people's backs like that and like doing threesomes with people, because it's gonna come up eventually. It's gonna come up. And like Oscar and Hannah, who were completely unaware of the situation, like how do you think they would feel knowing that this was going on? Like, that's just so gross. It's just so fucked up and gross. Wait, I'm gonna skip over to, let's see. Oh, this point, I think they were just pointing out that she like kept talking about the girl's boobs. Like, oh my gosh, your breasts are so beautiful, your breasts are blah, whatever, blah, blah. Shortly after that, she got surgery, breast augmentation to like get bigger yitties. So for the girl, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense, because she was like talking a lot about my boobs or something like that, which is again just another little confirmation about what happened and stuff like that. Then so Hannah, like I said, Hannah and Kyra had a podcast together called Beneath the Sheets, where they talked about, you know, female sexuality and marriage and stuff like that. And in one of the podcasts, they talk about homewreckers and cheaters and like love triangles and stuff like that. And it's really funny to see because you see Kyra be so vocal about how diabolical these women are that are homewreckers and stuff like that. And it's like, bruh. How can you do that? How can you go onto the internet to talk bad about this when you were doing it yourself to the person that was sitting right next to you? To me, that's just diabolical. That's just like psycho level. Let me see if I can get them talking.
I don't know how I feel. I go back and forth because sometimes I'm like, I feel like it can add to your relationship, and most times I'm actually for it. There's got to be rules, of course. Yeah. I do think that.
See, again, to me, it comes out as backstabbing, redacted. It comes off a little bit as like she was interested in swinging. Like it really does make me feel like she's like, oh, it has to be done appropriately. There has to be rules, yada, yada. And again, I know that in Utah, supposedly, like, it's pretty common for people. There's a big swingers community in Utah, right? People who like to switch partners and stuff like that. So it does come off as like she's interested in that, but she could have just like been honest about it. She could have gone to her husband and been like, hey, I'm interested in having like a more open relationship. I want to try doing threesomes. I want to do this. I want to do that. But no, she chose to go like, because I think that also she just enjoys maybe cheating. Apparently, Oscar himself had a girlfriend that he broke up with to be with Kyra as well. Again, it was high school, so like, I don't really know. And this is all alleged, but apparently it's like kind of like an Ariana Grande thing where it's like, I enjoy having the thing that I can't have sort of situation, you know, like, so I don't know. I can't talk about that because I honestly don't know these people, don't know what happened, but she could have just been honest with him, man.
You can't just like sleep with a friend. It can't be like
You can't sleep with a friend! No way she said that, bro. No fucking way she said that. No way. Wait. I'm going to go back here.
Allegedly the moment where Kyra said that they started doing threesomes 8 months ago from April. That's September. But then they started talking about it in their episode after.
Oh, yeah. This episode is in September. Não, é a cara no ar, a cara de pau, minha filha, cara de pau. Would you face? They posted this episode in September. And again, the Bumble girls said that they had been together for 8 months. So if you do the calculations, it's in August where they started hanging out. They started doing threesomes. They started doing stuff like that. So a month after that, she posts posts a video about love triangles and stuff like that. And this was happening in the background. She was going and having threesomes with Hannah's man.
They started doing threesomes allegedly.
So obviously this is Beneath the Sheets podcast. I mean, this is too crazy.
You want to know what's kind of crazy? It's a guy. Okay. This is a little bit of an inception moment, right? Because it's a video. Then it's a guy reacting to a video. Then a girl reacting to the guy reacting to the video. Then it's me. Me reacting to the girl reacting to the guy reacting to the video. Yo. Okay, cool. I'm done with my inception moment.
A love triangle talking about threesomes on their podcast, and it matches up with the timeline.
I don't know how I feel. I go back and forth because sometimes I'm like, I feel like it can add to your relationship, and most times I'm actually for it. There's got to be rules, of course. Yeah. I do think that you can't just like sleep with a friend. It can't be like someone you know.
Holy shit! Yeah. What is she? They're like admitting it. Yeah. Now that we know what we know, allegedly, they're literally admitting it.
Yeah. Overall,
they're literally admitting it, bro. They don't even think about like. They don't even think about it. They don't even like think, okay, maybe this is not something I should mention. Again, this is part of their breakup video that they're.
Clarify that I wasn't cheating.
Yeah, you weren't cheating.
Like,
you weren't cheating.
Dig into
you
that.
did a lot of things that bothered me. I wouldn't consider them full blown cheating, but it was definitely lines
Oscar,
that we shouldn't have crossed. All right.
See?
I wouldn't consider.
Literally, I'm not gonna keep on going that, but like literally, he went like, you didn't full blown cheat on me, but you did do things that bother me. And then she goes on and later in the video explains that thing that he got bothered about was that she was comforting a guy that was feeling sad. And we all know now that that guy is Preston. Okay. Now I want to show you here. Blah, blah, blah. Obviously, after something like this comes out, a lot of people are going to say like, oh yeah, it happened to me too. It happened to me too, blah, 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 whatever. But apparently back in the day, somebody posted as well, like, hey, yeah, they tried to hit me up to do sexual things and I wasn't interested. And the text message goes, wait. It's really tiny, so it's really difficult to see, but it's like, I think she reads it. Let me see if
this backfires on her. This was 2 years ago that somebody saw this and pointed this out. Once there's one, multiple people come out. Okay.
Yeah, because they didn't just do it once. They did it several times through the span of apparently like 8 months.
Okay. So somebody else came forward with information. Different person. His name is Preston Smith. He's dating a popular YouTuber and she cheated on her fiance with him. And he was dating her best friend at the time. I matched with him on Bumble. Obviously, that's their MO, is to go on Bumble. Okay, so everything's aligning, right? I matched with him on Bumble recently and he tried to get me to have a threesome with them. Once again, that's their other MO. He's into some weird stuff, all around an unfaithful and weird guy. Plus his girlfriend is a whole basket case. I'd steer clear. Just noting this, by the way, this is a different profile picture that Preston has for himself on this day versus the other one. So this is a completely different person, okay? Just proof of that. This person says to Preston, are you looking for 2 girls or just one more? He says, one more girl to add to me and a girl. He will say a girl. He doesn't say my girlfriend, blah, blah.
Probably they weren't even dating at the time, to be honest. They probably weren't even serious or anything. They were just like going behind each other's significant others and fucking around.
But I am open to 4 if you have a friend.
4? Ugh. God, I hate this guy. I just fucking hate him.
Sweating emoji. Oh my God. She says, haha, I might. So it's you and your girlfriend, I'm guessing. He says, yes, ma'am. Is that something that excites you? So creepy. Oh my God. Okay, so then this
disgusting.
At least this one thing's get crazy. Look, it's important to the lore. I wouldn't be saying it if it wasn't. Okay, so they then post a screenshot and apparently
this part is actually gross. Trigger warning. Just, I'm letting you know. It's a suruba. The worst part is all of these guys that go like, yeah, no, I can take up 3 women, blah, blah, blah. They can't do shit. They don't know how to do shit. Okay? And apparently like he had been with Hannah for a really long time. I'm not saying that just because you've been with only one person, but like, what are the odds that he actually knows how to pleasure women? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Apparently they were talking to Kyra on Snapchat or something like that. It says, I love asshole stuff. Everything to do with it. Haha. They said back, that's not too unique. I was expecting something crazy, laughing emoji. She said, I like being farted on. LOL.
Why would you share that? I don't want to know that. See, like, this is what's wrong with family vloggers. They just share everything. So yeah, I'm not gonna kink shame. You know, you do you. Everybody has their own thing, but I just think, like, Brant, you are a public figure. You keep forgetting that, bro. Like, but yeah, she likes being farted on. My lawyers have advised me not to say anything. We're just gonna skim past that.
LOL. That's pretty nutty.
That's pretty nutty.
Yeah, no, the way that it happened wasn't my favorite. No cheating took place, for the 800th time that I have to say that. Pretty sure even Oscar has gotten on and said, I don't know.
Even if Oscar got on and said no cheating was involved, he doesn't know. That's not you being absolved of cheating. It's because Oscar said it. Oscar doesn't know what's going on. You lied to him.
He even acknowledged that.
Yeah, me too. You leave an imprint online. Like, even me streaming right now, I know that I'm leaving an imprint online, and I know that, like, whatever I'm saying, I gotta be cognizant of what I'm sharing with people, which I think is important. And these people, no filter at all.
People still just have fun.
Well, anyways, so fast forward, and it comes to light that Kyra is dating someone. Okay, she's posting a picture without his face, and like saying like happy Valentine's Day and stuff like that, and like letting people know that she has a boyfriend. And everybody knows who it is at this point. I don't know why she's trying to pretend that it's not Preston. We all know it is. Like, we all know that it's Preston, right? And she's saying to everybody like, oh, you know, I had to make sure I was really careful. I had to make sure that I, you know, we both had to be really, really serious about each other from the get-go because of how our relationship started. What does that tell you? She literally went on live and said that. What does that tell you? You know, because we had to like cheat on our partners to be together, we had to be like really in love with each other and really serious about each other. Allegedly. I'm just going to throw that in there because why not? Allegedly. So what does that tell you, you know? And then here she says that she started a relationship with Preston on March of 2022. Again, March of 2022, it's still so close. Like, keep in mind that she broke up with her husband or whatever, father of her children, that she's been with for 7 years on December of 2021. December, January, February, March. That's 3 months. And if you consider the date of the video that they uploaded for everybody, January 7th, that's like barely 2 months, you know? So I just think it's so wild. So wild. Oh, I want to see what she says here.
Very serious very quickly.
For a long time, she was not saying who she was dating. She was not saying that, but she's revealed little things. This is in May.
For him and I to decide to be together back in, what was it, March of last year, we kind of had to be very serious and very interested in each other because the risk that we took doing that was obviously a very big one.
Oh, really? Oh, really? So then people started resurfacing, right? Because people obviously are going to, now knowing that she's dating Preston, they start grabbing vlogs that they had back in the day to see like how these people were interacting in front of each other and stuff like that. And they're starting to realize a lot of crazy shit, like a lot of really weird things. For example, there's this one vlog where the four of them, because they got together every weekend, the four of them were like giving each other's gifts for Christmas or something like that. And there's a part where Oscar and Hannah got these shoes that light up, and the ones that, you know, like when you're a kid and you have those shoes that like light up and you can skate with them. They're super fun. So anyways, they're like being goofy and they're like, hey, let's go downstairs, Hannah and Oscar, let's go downstairs and record us using the shoes, right? Meanwhile, in the background, you can clearly see that Kyra and what's his name? Preston are texting each other. They're literally going like, every time Kyra starts texting, he puts the phone down. And then every time she puts the phone down, immediately he picks it up. So, and there's a point where I think she grabs the phone and she even goes like this to him, like, hey, I just texted you, go check what you're saying. It's just so weird. Let me see if I can get to the part where that happens. Oh, here it is. Okay, keep in mind, this is Preston right here. This is Kyra, and this is Hannah. And again, poor little Oscar.
I just get sick from this.
Okay, let me see if I can.
No, really.
Oh, look, dude, hear that? Oh, yeah.
See, he's like just being goofy like a little kid. Like, I do that all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, look at this. Like, it's silly little things. It was like, I don't know.
Helping Karen.
Poor guy,
we're
man.
gonna go Target.
Hey, you're gonna
Hannah's also like having a blast.
teach me how to use these. Already I feel a little wobbly.
Wait, I feel like this looks really crappy right now. Oops, sorry. I'm just gonna see if I can get it a little better.
Wobbly, a little cattywampus. Oh my god. Yo, Preston, get over
No,
here.
it's
Oh,
very weird.
I'm taller
Look how much like Preston's just ignoring them, chill, whatever.
than the frame. That's a
Look, she's texting somebody. Okay, she's texting somebody.
good thing.
Take a look in the back. Okay, so Kyra
Literally, I was pointing it out right now. Like, they're literally texting each other right now. I'm just gonna skip past this. Also, look at how they're positioned. She went all the way to the back in the kitchen. Her back is against the countertop so that nobody can be behind her. Preston, who was sitting here just being chill, gets up, goes all the way to the corner of the kitchen, and then again also puts his back against the counter so that nobody can see his phone, his screen, what's going on. It's just so weird. Again, look at him. He's texting somebody. He has his phone on, and this is the part where she grabs the phone and goes like that to like show him that, pick up your phone, bruh. Like, I'm texting you right now. Again, every time it's just kept happening. He puts his phone down, she picks it up. They put it down, and it's just so gross, right in front of their significant others too, and they're laughing. Okay, so then they go downstairs, right? Oscar and Hannah go downstairs to use their brand new sparkly shoes, and they're just having the time of their lives. And then when they go upstairs again, the mood is completely different. The mood has just completely shifted between the two that were left by themselves upstairs. Like, I wonder what they even did.
Much? Or what's up?
Look at that. Just casually putting their feet up and stuff like that. I mean,
Of these?
You're still not done?
it's just really crazy to me. Just super crazy. Well, anyway, so fast forward, finally, she admits to everybody, because she was saying to everybody, like, hey, I am seeing somebody, blah, 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 whatever. She finally admits that the person she's seeing is Preston, right? But then, shortly after that, let me see if I can get it. They got engaged. Look at that. September of 2023. They posted a picture together. Forever and after. They got fucking engaged. The audacity. The audacity, my guy. That's insane. December 22, 2023. Almost wifey, but fully happy. That is just atrocious. She finally posted, like, all of the comments, bro. All of the comments. Y'all deserve each other. If y'all are willing to do that with each other, there's a lot of y'alls here. I wonder who's her current boyfriend now. I know, right? Like, who does she have on the side now? And all of the comments are just trashing on her. Honestly, who does he have on the side too? Because probably he's got to have somebody. Okay, so then after that happens, let me see if I can pull up her Instagram. Let's see. What's her name? Kyra. There she is. Okay, so anyways, let me just go down. There's a live video, whatever. They got engaged. Cool. Fast forward. That's the picture right there. She shut off all comments, it looks like. That's a smart decision, I would say. For her mental health, that's a smart decision. So anyways, everybody was like, okay, so I'm sure they got engaged. I'm sure that they're gonna get married sometime in the future and stuff like that. And so it comes out, I think they were gonna do it. Let me see, when did they get engaged? Because look at how she was posting it before. Look at how sneaky she was being. Let's go through her Instagram, because that's easier. Posting a picture of just, like, from the waist down. Posting a picture, let me see, kind of hiding his face. I guess you can kind of, like, she got to a point where she's like, okay, yeah, it's him. What am I going to do? You know? It's so very clearly him. This picture, bro, what the fuck? The caption choice. London's always been known for their hot tea. No way she posted that, bro. London's always been known for their hot tea. The tea is that you're dating your best friend's husband. Great. You should be so proud of yourself. That's insane. Weirdest part too is she broke up with her husband. I think it's like in the same year that she had their last child together, which is kind of weird. Anyways, so yeah, so she got engaged, and then out of nowhere, like they say, oh yeah, I think the date is gonna be in like 20. At the time, I think it was 2023. So it's like, oh, in 2024 we're gonna get married, or like 2025, something like that. Out of nowhere, she's like, oh yeah, no, but I couldn't wait that long. I didn't want to wait that long, so they motherfucking got married early. They got married on the same year where, in theory, he was supposed to marry his ex. That's just so crazy. That's just so crazy. This is her going through the different gowns. These comments are the vibe. I know, right? So much for finding myself immediately after marrying my boyfriend's ex-husband. Lol. So many red flags. Just so crazy. So they actually said like, oh yeah, no, I can't wait. I need to marry him as soon as possible. So yeah, they went and got married a lot quicker. Oh, ew. I did not mean to click on that. What the fuck? So they got married on January 5th, 2024. I do not like the fact that is so fucking close to my anniversary. I hate that. I hate that. But anyways, it's not about me. So this is what she got married in. How do we like the dress? Are we saying yes to the dress? I don't know. Who am I to judge? But I did get married. I did have a dress of my own. And I just don't like this dress. But I feel like everybody, you know, anybody can have their own dress and stuff like that. But yeah, they did get married earlier than intended. And so everybody was like, that's so weird, because usually you need like a year and a half. That's how long I took. I think I took a year and a half or 2 years to plan a wedding, because there's so many details, so many things like that you have to plan out. And so she went on live and she said, oh, it's just, I couldn't wait. I can't wait to marry him. And then everybody thought the same thing that I would think is, she's probably pregnant. She's probably pregnant. There's got to be like a reason why she is getting married earlier, right? And she's like, guys, stop saying that I'm pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. Stop saying that I'm pregnant. Blah, blah, blah. Let me see if I can get... Yeah, so she ended up getting married. She went on live. Here's the video.
To do it right this time, I guess. Like, I have 4 kids and I love my kids. I never would.
I'm just so excited. That's why I'm moving my wedding up. That's why I'm moving it up. And then people start to speculate, wait a minute, you're lying. You're probably pregnant.
Babies first or wedding first? Definitely wedding first. I haven't done it like that in my past, and I really want to do it right this time, I guess. Like, I have 4 kids and I love my kids. I never would change that. But I do think it will be nice to have a baby with my husband. I announced that we were gonna get married in June. So we got engaged in June, and I said a year from then we were gonna get married in June. Well, I couldn't wait that long. I was too freaking excited. Plus, it just seemed like a long time to plan.
Because I'm just too excited. It's too long to plan. Well, that turns out to be a lie, once again.
So I'm not pregnant yet?
Actually, this is the time where I tell you, no, seriously, I'm not pregnant. You actually got married so quick because you're pregnant. No. Have I ever been the person who has to be married before having children?
So she's...
Yeah, she's basically telling everybody that she's not pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And it turns out, yes, she was pregnant. So now, not only is she getting married or now married to this guy, but now she's having her 5th child, her 5th baby with this guy. There we go. Baby number 5, y'all. Life just got a wee bit more exciting. People are like, stop reproducing. So are you gonna leave him and this baby for your new nanny's man? You know, like you did to your previous family? Bro. Okay, that is just so crazy. This is like, honestly, oh, somebody said that. This is like a Spanish telenovela. Like, this is really in a whole new level. Look at all the comments. None of them are happy. Well, there's this one person. Congratulations, mama. The worst part is she has 4 kids, right? However, okay, this is going to be great because we have somebody who can medically show us why this is not a good idea. She had 4 kids, and all 4 of those children are C-sections. So she has had in her body at this point 4 C-sections. There's a video of her out there where she's literally saying like, oh, I got such terrible news. Like, my doctor said that I can't have any more kids, which is why Oscar has had a vasectomy. Oh my God, that's so sad. He had a vasectomy because she couldn't have kids anymore. And in theory, they thought, well, we already have 4 kids. Why would we have another kid? Right? Well, clearly that's not a problem for her now that she's with her new man. I know. It's really sad. Like, it's just so fucked up. And I know that in theory, correct me if I'm wrong, you can reverse a vasectomy. I know. Who's raising these children? The next nanny. Whose next husband she will... I'm not going to say that. I don't want to get sued. Allegedly. Bro, like, that is actually insane that she's having a 5th child after having 4 C-sections. So the doctors basically have told her, like, hey, if you have another kid, if you have another child and you have another C-section, you can die, bro. You can motherfucking die. And she still has another kid with this guy. Also, look at this guy. Does this look like a face where you cheat on your husband with? I'm sorry, you never will cheat on your husband with, but for this face, I'm sorry. I'm getting angry. Yeah. I just feel so bad. Oscar is now dating. Let me see if I can find his Instagram. He's dating somebody else at this point. Oscar Morales, I think. So he's dating somebody else right now. He's happy. This is her. She's really pretty. All of the comments say the same thing. Upgrade of a lifetime. I feel like Oscar's found his soulmate and the happiness literally radiates. How does he catch hot girls? I don't get it. That's so mean. Shut the fuck up. Do not say that. Poor guy has been through the fucking runner. But yeah, they are together. They're happy. I'm not gonna comment on it because I have no idea who this person is, and again, I just feel bad for the guy, and I'm happy that he's moved on and he has another girlfriend and that it seems like they're doing well and stuff like that. So that's good. But yeah, he had a vasectomy. Hopefully he can, if he wants to have more kids. I wouldn't recommend it. You know, you have 4 at this point. So maybe give attention to those 4. Love them dearly. But I would understand if he wanted to have more children because I think his girlfriend does have 2 children of her own. So maybe it makes sense for them to be together and like, yeah, I don't know. 6 kids is enough. Don't you think? I feel like that's enough. But I'm not here to judge anybody's life. If you want to have a kid, go and have it. But in the case of Kyra, where literally the doctor said, you're going to die if you have another kid. Why? Just why? And it's really sad too because there's a podcast where from Beneath the Sheets where Hannah is talking about Preston and she's like, oh, I keep begging him to have kids. I want to have kids so bad. And he never wants to have kids. And then Kyra came out and said in like these new live videos that for some reason she's still doing, she's like, oh no, he's always wanted to have kids. I'm the one who like slowed it down, but like he's always wanted to have kids. So it really feels like she's just grabbing Hannah's skin. You know what I'm trying to say here? And like just literally wearing it. Like she just putting on a costume here, you know, like literally stole her man, literally stole the year of their wedding because they were supposed to get married in 2023 and they didn't. and now also is having a baby with him. It's just so bizarre to me. Just absolutely bizarre. And they're still posting content. They're still posting a video. And then it also gets worse because they made this like cute video of themselves like painting each other, and then they would take off the blindfold to find out what's the gender of the baby, and they find out that it's a girl. But the disgusting part is I've seen so many videos like this that it's just honestly like disturbing to me, where the dad, it's most of the time it's the man, they're like, oh, it has to be a boy, I want a boy, I want a boy, I want a boy. And when it's a girl, they're like devastated and crushed and just like so devastated. But then when it's like a girl or a guy, I've also seen videos where they literally will break things. They will grab things, throw it, and you just be like super excited because it's a guy, like a boy. And to me, that idea of just being so fixated on the gender, or not the gender, but the sex of your child is honestly so embarrassing and so stupid. But that's what happened because obviously she's a weirdo. Before making this video, she had like a video with him where literally she was like, oh my God, I hope that's a guy. I hope that's a guy. I'm going to see if I can find it again. It's just so weird to me. Again, like, why would you care so much about the gender of your child? You should just be thankful that you're going to have a kid, and you should pray to God that you're not going to fucking die. That's what you should do. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, keep in mind she has 4 kids. I think it's 3 boys and a girl. Or maybe it's 1 boy and 3 girls. Honestly, I don't really know.
You just gotta...
The girls are not gonna like me. Only my boys.
Oh, she posted this. This is so gross. Having 2 girls means that one day only one of my 3 kids will like me. What the fuck, bro? What the actual fuck? So she's like a boy mom. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen that, if you interacted with that type of content, but she's like a boy mom. So super gross. But
boy is gonna like me.
Here's what she
Why
said.
would you say that? This is toxic boy mom behavior. Okay. Yeah. So tell me we're not all shocked when she finds out that she's having a girl. Yep. Okay, spoiler alert. And she's pissed about it.
If it's a girl, you're literally gonna give me a hug and be like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
You just gotta, you'll be fine, okay. No matter what.
Keep your eyes closed.
They are closed. You need to keep your eyes closed.
Okay. You need to keep your eyes closed. Maybe I'm just being an idiot, but that just pisses me off. You need to keep your eyes closed. No, you need to keep your eyes closed. How about we all keep our fucking legs closed and not fuck our... Okay, I'm going off. I need to breathe. Anyways.
4.
Okay.
They're so cringy. Oh my God. So of course, it's a girl. Oh no.
Another one. We're gonna have 4. Can you imagine when they're in high school?
Okay, we just got home and I feel like it's set in a little bit more. I feel like I was definitely in shock, and I feel like you didn't react because you were worried about my reaction.
I was afraid that Kyra was gonna be like, I was afraid that Kyra was gonna be like, dang it.
I feel like because the last couple of days we've been talking a lot about like what we wanted and all that.
I think to even post online that you're disappointed that you're having a boy or a girl, or like expressing that in any way is gross. One of the most disgusting, grossest, weirdest things you could do, because it's like your child is going to see that one day and see, oh, my mom was really pissed and needed to be consoled because I was a girl, which I had no control over.
I kept telling him, like, I am nervous that it's going to be a girl because I don't know how I'll react.
Yeah, so I saw the pink, I immediately just looked up at her and be like, can I celebrate a lot or a little bit?
But I was like, I wasn't disappointed.
The other thing that this gives me is just that, like, just so much immaturity, right? How do these people all, like, at this point they have 5 children, right? How... It's insane to me, just absolute insanity to me that they have 5 children and they're this immature, that they're this stupid, irresponsible. Just like, who's gonna raise these children? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just makes me so sad because like this is the role model that these children have, right? Do you know how fucked up in the mind you have to be to do something like this and then like go and I don't know, bro. And I honestly do think like if you have like 10 kids, what are the chances that you can give to them every single thing that they need from you as a mother or for you as a father? Like, what are the chances that you can wholeheartedly like give them and be there for them and go to all of the recitals and go to all of the piano or whatever and go to like their soccer games? You can't. It's physically impossible for you to be in like two places at the same time. And so it just creates this whole really weird dynamic that just makes zero sense to me. How is this child gonna behave, for example, with Oscar? Because Oscar is the father of the first 4 children, but obviously not the father of this last child. So I don't know. It's just like these people don't even think about how it affects the children. The children are literally like little purses this like water bottle that they just carry around with them and like, hey, look, this is my baby. Yeah, the last one. So I'm going to go and do it again because, like, the last one came out a girl, which is, like, so annoying. But we're going to keep trying. Eventually, I'll get another boy, and then it'll be all good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even like it's a person. It's just, like, an accessory. Like, you know? It's just, yeah. It honestly is just absolutely disturbing to me that they think that this is all right and this is okay.
I've just heard of like gender disappointment and I was really scared that might be it. Not because I don't want a girl, but because, you know,
Yeah, you do. You just said it. You don't want a girl.
Already have 3 girls.
You don't want a girl. She's saying it in other words. You don't want a girl. You're gonna have to hug me if it's a girl. I can't. No, I want a boy.
So it's just like overwhelming, if anything. But anyways,
yeah. So that's the end of the OKbaby saga that we know of. Yeah, I don't think they've had the baby yet. Oh, fuck. Somebody commented, do you feel mom enough now? Yikes. Yeah. Oh, wait. Wait. This just in. I'm dumb. Apparently Hannah... Oh, wait a second. We are getting live news. I should know this, actually, because I've watched a lot of videos about it. Let me put... Okay, so apparently Hannah threw out a diss track for Kyra. She's finally speaking out. She hasn't said anything in years and years and years about
Hannah
it.
Hawker is finally out about all the drama surrounding her ex-husband Preston and her ex-best friend Kyra from OKbaby. Hannah posted a YouTube video on her YouTube channel, which is age restricted. She also set up a GoFundMe account for herself. Hannah's goal is to raise $400. So far, she's raised $280 with 13 donations. Hannah wrote, "Hi everyone. As some of you may know, I have a few matching tattoos that were once symbols of friendship, but now serve as painful reminders of betrayal and heartache. While those memories hold significance, they're ones I'm ready to release and distance myself from. Covering up these tattoos isn't just about a physical transformation. It's about reclaiming my story and letting go of a chapter that no longer serves me. It's about finding closure and moving forward with intention and positivity. I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude for the..."
Okay, that's good. I'm not going to read this whole thing. Apparently, so she has a GoFundMe, and then she posted... Does this not exist anymore? Let me see. Poetic. Why is it going to this channel? Poetic Justice, Hannah Hawker. Oh no, it looks like it got deleted. Okay, maybe she'll show us.
To me, when I think of like I think of like homewrecker. That is what to me, that is somebody who deserves all the shaming in the world. Even not happy. Like, if they're not happy in a relationship, that is not your job, Miss Sophie, to swoop in and try to fuck the guy telling.
Wow, the fact that she said that is insane. That's Kyra, by the way, saying, "Hey, Miss Sophie, it's not your job to swoop in." Well, I guess it is Kyra's job, not Sophie. So she was right.
Figures it out. Like, no, that's not good either. Not it. Yeah, there you need like that is a different type of situation.
The Diary of Hannah Hawker, Poetic Justice, a poem inspired by Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria.
No way! Fuck, no way! Euphoria, I love that song. That's insane. Wait, I think I saw this, but I honestly didn't.
Her follower count
Okay, I'm gonna mute this. Her follower count getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The family vlogger we once knew is looking desperate and now spiraling. Moving just like a degenerate. Sorry, I love that song. Moving just like a charlatan. Selling lies. It's giving disgraceful. Why educate? You're not educated. Pregnancy, your only angle. That is so funny. Wait, oh, wow. She actually posted a diss track. Fabricating stories on the family channel when you hurt Mr. Morales. It's actually not bad. A pathetic master manipulator. I've kept quiet for a while. You're not an influencer. You're a homewrecker with the hope of being accepted. Hannah Hawker stood out. Girl cold. Never been in your collection. Okay. They make vlogs that satisfy him. You make vlogs that terrify him. You double down on that crime, lacked a spine, took advantage of my kindness. I know you're a master manipulator and a habitual liar too. Reddit may tell lies about me, but they do tell truths about you. Okay, no, sorry. The original hits harder, but wow, she actually posted a diss track. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm out of state, lying low, okay. Yeah, the beach right there's remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no Kyra. Reopen what I closed, okay. Only Smith I have in my house is a Wesson. It's just jokes, okay. I don't know what that means. Only Smith I have in my house is a Wesson? What the fuck does that mean? Smith Wesson. Yikes! That is the most American thing I've ever seen. The fact that she's like, the only Smith I have in my house is a Wesson. Okay, so she has a fucking gun. Tell me you're American without telling me you're American. That is crazy. Also, I don't know. Is his name Smith? Is the Preston guy's name Smith? I have no idea. It's just jokes, okay? How's my cat and the money you make off my back? Girl, you okay? Everybody want to play happy till they get dumped by my throwaway. Ooh, and you can do live a day, once a fake, always a fake. Damn, she went off. Oh, you thought the money, the power, and fame would make me go away? Have you ever played, have you ever... Okay, wait, I love this one. Have you ever played, have you ever... Okay, bitch, let's play. Have you ever been betrayed, lied to you with a full face? I don't know how to say that. Have you ever lost 20,000 because of a basket case? Well, I have, and replaced them both, so I came out straight. Damn, she lost $20,000? That is a shit ton of money. Probably from the wedding, I would assume. I hate when they lie and brag about funds. I cut off my ties, then turn them to bums, then hop online like pay for my titties. She's begging for likes and digital hugs. Pay for my titties. That is so funny. P. Daddy, a loser. You're having his junior. They must have forgotten the shit that they've done. Dipshit starting a family, which watch it get shaky. Feel bad for your son. Yeah, she could also do a little meet the Grams situation. That would have been funny. My very first talk, I feel like I'm Drake. You were my friend. Now I'm maiming your way. Oh, it's because the girl, Hannah, she's Canadian. So I guess that's what that means. I haven't spoke out enough, but today I'll show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody told me that you got a ring. What is it? Was it me you were trying to upstage? I should sit back and let a Canadian podcaster put you in your place. Okay. Nanny business, you got shit twisted. What is it, a phase? I hurt your feelings, you don't want to be like me no more? Okay. Two hoes left, it's cringe every time I open your page. Wild chaotic displays, and now I'm upping the pace. Ain't nothing nobody can tell me. Don't want to go live on no celly. We know you've got learning barriers. There's no sex toys you can sell me. I accidentally clicked on one of her ads, which is funny. The only people that are like sponsoring her basically are like sex toys at this point. Yeah, Oscar and Natty know you're a jealous woman. Their crowns are heavy. No real friends, just sad and smelly. Your envy's petty. Sad and smelly. Did we get that reference? That was a double entendre. Your envy's petty, okay? I don't like you scamming people online. For them, I'm ending the beef. Yeah, they know you were a fucking pea. Oops, I spilled the tea. You're better off beating on him again before you think about beating me. Ooh. Okay, some domestic violence allegations here. You're Sophia Franklin. I'm Alex Cooper. Stay beneath the sheets. I have no idea who these people are. Sophia Franklin. You're Sophia Franklin. I'm Alex Cooper. It's so great that I have no idea who these fucking people are. Oh, it's the girl from the GoDaddy, Call Me Daddy podcasts. I like that you have the same doubts as me. It's just, if it's beyond the obvious, I have no idea what these fucking people are talking about. So I don't know what the beef is. I am a chronically online girl, and I probably should know what this beef is. Sophia Franklin, Alex Cooper. Call her daddy co-host Sophia Franklin on Alex Cooper's betrayal. Former co-star of popular dishes on her split from Barstool. Oh, okay, so basically, they used to be best friends. They had a podcast together, and she got betrayed on. So same situation that happened here. Okay, makes sense. Stay beneath the sheets. No need to get personal. Stayed away. You should really keep it that way. I know some shit about bitches that would make Reddit want to faint. Ooh, that's crazy. This ain't about lyrics, ain't about critics, ain't about who's a fake. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Okay, sorry. You may hate when you see this, but if I snark, it's going to be direct. Ooh, I really like this sticker here. That's really pretty. Not sticker, like drawing. I don't really know what to call it. We hate the Tinder bitches y'all meet with because you confuse yourself with a real woman. Okay, no slut shaming. That's not allowed. And notice I say we. It's not just me. I'm with the culture feeling. Eee. How many more fake fairy tales about your life till we've had enough? How many more pregnancies until you finally feel like you're mom enough? Oh, whoa, Hannah, you went off, girl. I love this. That's great. Wait, I'm going to read it again because that was just so good. How many more fake fairy tales about your life till we've had enough? How many more pregnancies until you finally feel that you're mom enough? They liked Kyra on OKbaby. They don't like Kyra when she acts rough. Talking about the situation with the Bumble lady. You're going to make a bitch bring the past up. Remember, Kyla was really trash or something? Who the fuck is Kyla? Okay, this is probably not going to be... Kyla's trash. Kiki is trash. Okay, honestly, I don't care enough to search for this one. Apparently she called somebody trash probably for like betraying somebody, and now she's just as bad. So I guess. Yeah, my first one, not my last one. It's a classic. You don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that and then tell them where you get your ass from. Smelly farts? Oh my god, I'm so happy that she brought that up. Smelly farts, it's a gassed one. Toot, 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 last one. Low blow of the year, you better take care of that. Fuck. Ew. Just remembering that is so gross. That is so gross. Remember? Hey, boss girl, who the fuck you thought you played with? Won't say my name? I haven't cried since I got off that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the fame shit. Only you like being famous. Jess fam won't get you more likes either. I don't give a fuck about who you hang with. Oof. I don't know who the fuck Jess fam is. Let's see. Jess fam. Jessica Scoob. Mom of 7. Ha! I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. You just kind of came up here. But mom of 7? Mother, mother, as in birthed. 7 people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry, lady. I have no idea who you are, but what the fuck? I shouldn't be judging. My lawyers are not paid enough for this. My inexistent lawyers. Okay. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I even hated that dress. Surprised there's no apology yet. There's a lot of shit that you haven't addressed. Yeah, I even hated that dress. She's probably talking about the wedding dress, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't like it either. It looks really tacky and weird. But anyways, whatever. I even hate when you don't say Hannah. Not just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't gotta be that deep, I guess. Okay. I guess she talks about the situation, but she never says Hannah's name. Out here faking success. Know everything with me is blessed. Keep raising the fam. Put away the cam and it won't be no threat. I know you married the boy, but where's the dad? Because I haven't seen him yet. Ooh, chills. Chills. Harry Potter, did you read it yet? Have you seen it yet? Bet. Okay, I don't know what that reference is. I did notice that in his he has a tattoo. Yeah, see there's Harry Potter here. So he has like the whole like HP here, which HP for this guy specifically does not mean Harry Potter. It means hijo de puta. Okay? Translation, go look it up. So for him specifically, this is going to mean hijo de puta. And this is just some castle. And those glasses are for him to see how fucked up he is. That's it. That's all we got. But yeah, apparently he is really into Harry Potter or something. I don't really give a shit. When I see him stand by Sivertson. Oh, that's her last name. Okay. Kyra Sivertson. When I see him stand by Sivertson, I believe he sees 2 bad bitches. I believe y'all don't like women. It's real competition. Y'all might pop ass with them. Let's speak on perspective. I have receipts. Maybe I'll double back with you. I want to ask about a bitch. You play dumb bitch. You turned out to be that bitch. That must be so horrible. Like, she asked about it and she was like, oh my God, that's so sad. You think he's seeing somebody else? That's terrible. I wonder who it is. What a bitch. Flip the script and try to change your image. Oh, what? You didn't like your image? Front to back, I don't like your image. Back to that, no one likes your image. Why would I go online trying to throw dirt on bitches when it's obvious that your life is crap? That's hoe shit. I got a life to praise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Finding myself, know nothing about that. Fostering a healthy relationship, know nothing about that. Having honesty, integrity, and discipline. Listen, bitch, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and considering what others are feeling, you don't know nothing about that. That's crazy. What is this sticker here of a square trying to fit into a hole? And then the lie is heavier than the truth. Okay. This ain't 2021. It's 1v20. If I gotta enlighten 20 bitches that subscribe to you, yeah, bring them out too. I'll tell the truth too. Tell P that he better stay right with you. Are your followers bots and AI? Stans and JoJo Siwas? Funny that her new song is called Karma. Past tense still leading me to drama. Again, I have no idea. I think I know who JoJo Siwa is. Oh yeah, this girl. Yeah. I know who she is. JoJo Siwa faces rejection from the LGBTQ community. Okay, that's sad. Anyways, next. Funny that her new song is called Karma. Past tense still leading me to drama. I'm a slick witch, putting her followers in their coffin. Yeah, dumb hoe bitches be dick riders. Watch her go online, exploit pregnancies. Can't get away with it this time. She does exploit her pregnancies. Because that's what gives her money, right? Being a mother, pregnancy, backstabbing her best friend and fucking her best friend's husband, you know, all the like usual stuff. What I learned is homewreckers feel no remorse and I'm fine with it. I'll cross that line with it. Call a bitch out. I took my time with it. We can be on a 2-hour time difference. It's almost done, I think. Focus on the family, Grody. Is he leading the family, Grody? Keep the greed out of the family, Grody. Oops. Therapy, please try for the family, Grody. Honestly, yes. I agree with you 100%. These people need therapy. I haven't said it this stream yet, so let's say it together. Therapy, babes. Therapy. Just try it out. It'll do you some good. I'm on St. Pete Beach sipping rum punch, cherry on top, feeling like I'm about to win a Grammy, Grody. Tell him I'm winning, fam. Did Dad Challenge get this on camera, homie? Dad Challenge is the other podcast that we talk about. The Dad Challenge podcast that, you know, revealed to everybody that they were having threesomes with a whole bunch of people. Hey, fuck y'all bitches. Never trust y'all bitches. If I went online, I'd thump y'all bitches. Field gold kick y'all bitches. Don't miss y'all bitches. It's cool. Okay, how many times are you gonna say that? Whoever that's fucking with him, fuck you bitches and fuck your socials too. She went off. Ew, we don't want to see you on Insta no more. Oh yeah, we don't want to see you on Insta no more. We don't want to see you on Insta no more. Stop. XOXO, your friend from the past. Hannah. Wow, that's crazy. Then she posted like this apparently too. As you may know, I have a few metrics. Oh yeah, that's just from her thing. Wow, that took a long time. I did not expect that. It's 3:21. Jeez Louise, I did not expect us to spend so long talking about OKbaby drama. That is insane. Insane about some people that I did not know about until about 3 weeks ago. So, yeah, that was crazy. These people are insane. I feel very bad for their children. I hope that they decide to go to therapy because they do need it. And if they don't do it, their children are going to have to, which is really sad. On the good side, though, if we're like making it happy and whatever, at least Oscar now is happy with his girlfriend and enjoying life, it seems. And she's really, really pretty. I really like her. I don't know who she is. I don't know if she's a good person, to be honest, but she seems to be really in love with him. And she has children of her own, so she understands the responsibilities, I guess, of having children or something. I don't really know. With these people, you never know, right? So yeah, that is the end of the OKbaby drama. And I fully didn't expect to take this long. Oh, yeah, my PC literally went to sleep because it took forever to talk about that story. I guess we can talk about the other thing that I was going to talk about today, which was this one is a little like more serious and more recent as well, because I again don't know if you know who these people are, but I'll open it up here. I have like my little doc even open, but let me open it up here. So this is about the whole Cody Ko and Tana Monjo. If I pronounce her name incorrectly, I am sorry. But this situation is super, super bad. Like, obviously way more serious because... Tô edificada. I just saw that. That was crazy. So, trigger warnings. This story does talk about SA. So, just in case you don't want to know what's going on, it does touch on those topics. So, just in case. But basically, if you don't know who Cody Ko is, he is a huge, let me see if I can get it here. He's a huge YouTuber, one of like the OGs for a lot of people. He started off on Vine, making like Vine videos. He was known to be a really funny guy. He actually went to Duke University. So relatively like smart, I guess, guy. He got kind of his fame because he created an app where you're able to basically like create memes. So he kind of like pioneered, I guess it was memes. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure that that's what happened. He created that. I know that he for a fact created an app where you can basically put stuff, captions and stuff. I don't remember the name of the app, to be honest, and that basically started memes. And then he started to make Vines, and that's how he got super famous. And nowadays, if you go into, why does it keep you going to this YouTube video channel? I have no idea. I'm watching too many of your videos, see pause. But anyways, so just so you can see how big this guy is, he has 6.13 million subscribers, right? So many people subscribe to him. He's one of the, like, he does reaction videos, and a lot of times in his reaction videos, he's talking about other men being cringy as fuck, saying cringy things, or like, for example, mommy manner, are these kids evil, my big fat obnoxious fiance. So you'll notice love bombing. He'll talk a lot about men and like basically be like, oh wow, this guy is like such an ass and stuff like that, right? So he became famous by, in a way, talking about kind of the feminist narrative and being like, I don't know. And I loved his videos. I'll be honest. Like, his videos were really, really entertaining, really funny. And yeah, I loved watching his videos. He recently, not even that recently, but he got married. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. He got married on February 4th, 2023 in California to his wife, Kelsey. Here's some pictures of their wedding. Super cute pictures. Everybody was super excited for them. Really, really happy because they're just really well liked in the YouTube community as a couple. Like, she's super hilarious, super funny. They make reaction videos to cringy stuff, and it's just like absolutely hilarious. And then she actually got pregnant also somewhat recently. So they got pregnant. They shared it with everybody that she was pregnant. She's already had the child, so it's a baby boy. As you can see, like, yeah, it's a baby boy. I try not to show pictures of the babies and stuff like that just because I feel like it's kind of weird. But anyways, so yeah, she's already had the baby. They've had, I don't know how old the kid is. It's probably a couple of months old. It's not that old. But recently has come to, not even recently, apparently this happened a long time ago, but everybody is now talking about it, that apparently he had a relationship, or not really a relationship, but he had a hookup with Tana Mongeau, who at the time was 17 years old, and he was 25 years old. So, I know that the legality of that is going to depend on each state, but from my understanding, they were both in California for VidCon when this happened, which means that she was 17, he was 25. The legal age of consent in California is 18. So you need to be 18 in order for you to legally consent. And she was obviously 17. In case you're wondering, 17 is less than 18. Yes, because I'm saying that because there's people online going off and defending, oh, but it's, you know, she was basically 18 and stuff like that, which is so gross. No, she was 17. Okay? So, it came out, and Tana Mongeau was actually doing a tour around the world for her she has a podcast called Cancelled. She was doing a tour, and it came out on the very last day in Los Angeles that she slept with Cody Ko, and that's how this has come to light. Now, if you're wondering who the heck is Tana Mojo, this is Tana Mojo. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. I might be pronouncing that wrong. But she is also a YouTuber, became famous when she was still a teenager. I think she was 16 or 17. She became famous because of her, honestly, like crazy style of videos. She would do videos telling story times that were absolutely insane. Like, oh, he fucked me with a toothbrush. Like that type of stuff. Like very, very crazy stories that were like insane and stuff like that. She has... The internet as a whole doesn't really like her that much because she is a very, very controversial person, to say the least. She's a very controversial person, very polemica, says a lot of bullshit, says a lot of stuff online. So she's kind of like Trisha Paytas, which I don't know if you know who these people are, but yeah, they're basically like very controversial people, like to say stuff to kind of like blah people and whatever. So anyways, it came out on, she's so controversial that she has a podcast that's literally called Canceled because she's been canceled so many times online. So on the very last day of the tour, she was in Los Angeles, and it came out that she, again, I'm trying to find the video. Let me see if we can find it live, peeps. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. Oh, here it is.
Cody Ko is being canceled.
YouTuber
Cody Ko is being canceled for hooking up with Tana Mojo when she was a minor and he was 25. This was exposed by Tana Mojo recently at a live show.
Oh my god, did no one look at me, Cody Ko.
I don't know if that was like audible enough, but somebody basically asked her like, oh, what's the smallest penis that you've ever slept with? And she was like, oh my god, nobody look at me, Cody Ko. Right? And then she goes on to say,
delete the video. I can say that. I was literally 17.
Not only in that clip.
So she then goes on and says, I can say that I was literally 17. I was like literally 17. I can say that. So again, she wasn't saying it. She was saying it in a provocative way, more like a fun time, whatever kind of way. But she did end up saying that she was 17 at the time. And then people started making some calculations in their head, right? Because if she was 17 at the time, that means that he had to have been 25, which means, again, this is illegal. Also just fucking gross, right? And so this video goes viral on the internet, out on the interwebs. And then she gets a ton of backlash, because people are like, it's Tana. She's just lying. Oh, she's doing it for attention. Oh, like, but what was she wearing? Oh, but she was basically 18. Like, oh, who's going to believe in Tana? Again, because this guy is so well known and well liked in the community. And she is a person that people don't like. People were really trashing her and bashing her and putting her down and saying that it didn't happen or it was a lie or something like that. So, which is really gross considering that this is a community, like, I watched Cody Ko's videos. They were really entertaining because he was basically bashing all of these disgusting dudes. And then to find out that he did it himself, that he was that disgusting dude, is just a whole new level of, fucked up. And so for the community to just go and, like, when it's inconvenient, they're turning their backs against the woman in the situation is just despicable. So then nobody was talking about it. Everybody was bashing her. All of the commentary channels, because there's so many reaction commentary videos, video essays, blah, blah, blah. Nobody was talking about it. And it was like, that's so funny that now that the situation is with a friend of yours, You're not talking about it. How convenient. How convenient, right? So then this drops. D'Angelo Wallace makes a video talking about the situation. And he's one of the biggest commentary video folks out there. And he comes and he talks about it. And I'm like, props to you, guy. So let's watch a little bit about this video, and then we'll add our 2 cents as we're watching.
Let's have an uncomfortable conversation. Someone has been alleging for years now that you, one of the largest commentary creators on YouTube, knowingly committed a crime against her when she was a minor. But YouTubers and viewers alike are ignoring and discrediting these allegations solely because the person making them happens to be an unlikable woman online, Tana Mojo. And you know that people are ignoring this because nobody is working harder to bury this story than you. And you're getting away with it because commentary YouTube has a serious problem. I can't blame any of your viewers or my viewers for not hearing about this because you've done such a good job hiding it up until now that I only found out about it recently. The situation has been talked about by smaller channels.
See, so this is where... Okay, let me go back here. So this is where all of like the smaller YouTube like if you notice the views they get, 46,000, 118,000, 132,000. These are all smaller channels that were talking about the situation, but nobody big, nobody with over 1 million subscribers was talking about it. Why? Because the majority of those people were friends with him or are still friends with him. So they didn't want to like step on anybody's toes, even though it's just a blatantly criminal situation.
The situation has been talked about by smaller channels, it's been discussed at length on other platforms, and it keeps almost hitting the mainstream, like with this Rolling Stone article or this H3 podcast discussion. But the reason it hasn't caught on yet, despite all of this, is that none of your friends, nobody on your level, nobody in the commentary niche with enough pull is willing to admit that this situation makes you look terrible.
A lot of people like him a lot, and they really are like doing any kind of mental gymnastic to just ignore it.
I'm not here to accuse you of committing a crime.
So let's skip ahead here. So again, he shows us the video that we just watched of her going on tour. Again, they were told to like not record and stuff like that. And up until that point, nothing had come up. Oh, thanks for the follow, Malvi. But yeah, up until that point, nothing had come out about specifically, you know, this situation, or sorry, nothing had come out about any of the tours that Tana had done at that point until the very last day in LA, which is where this video comes from.
Turned to you.
Who's the smallest you've ever had sex with? Oh my god, no one look at me, Cody Ko. I can say that. I was literally 17. I can say that.
This clip started.
Okay, so again, just to kind of reiterate that. So then people started to say a whole bunch of stuff about her and a whole bunch of stuff about like how it's not true and stuff like that. So she went on her podcast to talk about the situation and like clarify like it did happen. I have no reason to lie about this, you know? So it did happen, and there's nothing like I would never throw allegations out there lightly. So
pulled him aside and told him like, yo, she's 17.
And apparently, Gabby Hanna, another YouTuber that was famous back in the day that kind of like disappeared into the abyss, pulled him aside because they were together, I guess, at VidCon. She pulled him aside and said like, yo, she's a minor. You probably don't know this, but like she's 17. So, and he still went on with it and still did it.
Gabby Hanna at a playlist live where she pulled him aside and told him like, yo, she's 17. And then we still went and hooked up.
To be clear, 17 is under the age of consent in many states, including Florida, where playlist live used to take place. So this means that Tana Mojo is accusing you of statutory rape. And she's...
Okay, so Florida is where playlist, I guess, it wasn't VidCon. Apparently it's playlist live, which is in Florida. And it's still, 18 is still the legal age of consent, so...
Not trying to hide that.
This isn't just some crazy tea. it was a crime.
Nothing would make this situation better, but plenty of things make it worse, like the fact that she was a fan of yours at the time, adding
Yeah, he had a bigger platform at the time. She was a small creator that was up and coming. She admired his content for years. She watched all of his content, so he was kind of like a mentor. They had a YouTube video together, a couple of videos, where he literally goes on the video and he says, so she's going to teach me some teen slang. She's going to teach me some teen content, teen blah, blah. So, like, that's just so weird to me. It's just so gross. Like, so he saw her as a teen, but still went forward with it. It just sounds kind of like weird and icky. I don't know. It's just
an additional layer to the power dynamic. You would have many feelings about this, which we'll go over a bit later, but she stated very clearly that the actions she's accusing you of are inexcusable.
If I had a 17-year-old daughter or a little sister or something, like, I would kill. I would never let it fly.
These recent allegations are bad enough on their own, but there are a couple of things that make them worse still. Things that many people don't know yet, but you do. You know that Tana has been making this same specific claim against you for years now. Here she is back in 2021 saying the same thing.
I was 17 at the time, 18. I started kind of hooking up with other people. Shout out JC Kaylin, shout out Cody Ko.
But what?
See, so she's like, back in the day, she was already talking about it. And she's the type of person that's going to be very open and honest about everything that's going on. And then he comes out and he says something that nobody knew up until this very moment. Nobody knew. Because she did mention, oh, Gabby Hanna pulled you aside, but nobody had proof. Gabby Hanna didn't say anything up until this point that I know of. Maybe she has. I'll double check later. But until D'Angelo pulled this video from Gabby Hanna corroborating the story, and this is probably the biggest piece of evidence, the biggest thing that corroborates Tana's story is the fact that, like, I 100%, she's not very honest 100%, but the fact that somebody else, a third party person, is corroborating her story. Look, watch this video. Ready?
Years ago.
One time,
keep in mind, this is Gabby Hanna here. Tana did mention in her podcast, hey, Gabby Hanna pulled him aside because we were like making out. Gabby Hanna pulled him aside and said, yo, she's a minor. Don't do it, whatever. And they still hooked up. So here's Gabby Hanna. He somehow uncovered this video of her where she's corroborating the story.
Told a guy I saw him make one time. I told a guy I saw him making out with a girl at a party who was underage, and I pulled him aside and I was like, "Hey man, you probably don't know. I know she like looks a little older. She's underage. Watch it." And he's like, "Oh my god, thank you for telling me." And then he turned that.
This is really.
See? So she's corroborating the story. And obviously she's not mentioning any names. But then afterwards, the video got scrubbed from the face of the earth. Basically, I have no idea how D'Angelo got this video. Probably because they were trying to cover it up and make sure that it didn't come out there. But she's corroborating the story. She's basically saying what Tana said as well. Like, hey, I pulled him aside. He said, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for telling me. And then he went and did it anyways. He knew it was illegal, bro. Like, that is so sick. That's crazy.
Really bad. People make accusations all the time, specifically regarding things that are very difficult to.
What's the time difference between Tana's statement and Gabby's statement? Gabby said this back in the day when she had a podcast. So like a long time ago. I don't really know when this video was uploaded. If it was like, yeah, I don't know when this was uploaded. It was a long time ago. Obviously, it was after the incident. And then Tana has been saying this apparently since like 2020, 2021. So, again, Gabby did not say Cody Ko by name. She did not mention anybody by name. I don't think she's made any statements recently like to corroborate anything that Tana's, because she hasn't done anything. She kind of like disappeared into the abyss, to be honest, after everything that happened to her. But the story does back what Tana is saying, you know? So, I don't know. But it gets worse. Like, if this is not enough to convince you, that if it gets a little bit worse, because if you look at his videos. Let's go to his YouTube video. And let's go to the very last thing that he posted, right? I'm not going to watch his video for right now. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me just pause it so there's no noise. Oh, okay, wait. Now it's popping up. But if you go around his YouTube comments, Cody wants to go, but he just has to check if it's cringe. Bo has to do a cringe vid on himself. You're 100% cooked now that Big Moist made a video. Yeah, now it's too impossible because not only did D'Angelo post a video about it, but then Moist Critical also posted a video about it, and now like what's it called? PDS News posted a video about it. Everybody's posting a video about it. So like now it's too difficult, but at the time of when D'Angelo posted this video, he would go through the YouTube channel and there was nothing there. You couldn't find a single comment talking about Tana. Couldn't find a single comment about how he was with a minor supposedly and stuff like that. So the fact that you can see it now is just, it's probably because it's way too difficult to like clean out all this stuff that people are saying. But anyways, it gets worse.
Oh, I know she like looks a little older. She's underage. Watch it. And he's like, oh my God, thank you for telling me. And then he turned that.
This is really, really bad. People make accusations all the time, specifically regarding things that are very difficult to prove or disprove, unfortunate as that may be. But when somebody makes an allegation and they say they have a witness, and that witness can be found telling the exact same story years before any of this came out, that's not something I can just ignore. In a situation that cannot be proven, corroboration by a third party goes a long way. And frankly, Cody, the allegations against you seem to have been corroborated. But instead of researching to find these answers like I did, many of your fans seem far more interested in attacking your accuser.
I have seen so many comments, but what was she wearing? That. It's Tana, so who cares? Well, it's Tana Mojo.
You got to take into account the fact that it is Tana and it is Cody Ko. Cody Ko is like an OG of YouTube. He's huge in the community. I was such a fan. I watched all of his videos. So obviously, like, he's very well liked in the community. Tana's the opposite. She loves talking about crazy shit. She loves talking about her crazy like sex experience and stuff like that. So I like agree with you, Malvi. She's not necessarily an honest witness or anything like that. But the fact that she said something and it's corroborated by Gabby Hanna's podcast years ago, before any of this came out, it kind of comes. Yeah, I mean, she's not here or there for me. But the fact that the story is actually corroborated by somebody who's a third-party person, it kind of is a little bit fishy for me. A little bit fishy. Also, if it's not true, let's say it's not true, why hasn't he addressed it yet? Because this situation is like, it's a crime, right? It's something so serious. Why hasn't he come out with at least some form of statement? Like on Reddit or on YouTube or on Instagram or anywhere. Why hasn't he come out and said like, hey, the allegations are not true. It's being dealt with legally. That's it. That's all he had to say. Yo, the allegations she's claiming to say, it's not true. I'm dealing it with legally behind the scenes. Even if you can't mention anything about it, at least something. But no, what happened was he was cleaning up all of the stuff that was coming up on his YouTube, on Reddit, and censoring the shit out of everything. And he's not talking about it. Okay, so if it happened so long ago, why did Tana wait so long to talk about it? I don't know. I think she didn't wait that, like she was talking about it in 2020, 2021. It just resurfaced again because she was doing like a tour around the US, and somebody made a video of her saying like, oh yeah, I slept with him because he's like the worst sex she's ever had or something. And then she's like, hey, I can say that I was 17. And it just kind of came out, and then she got a ton of backlash, and that's when she doubled down and said like, hey, it did happen. That's my understanding of it. I don't know if you saw something else come out, but like that's what I saw was going on in this situation. And then let me see.
A crime which you've said absolutely nothing about. And even if this wasn't illegal, you remember being 25. You would have known then, as I currently know at age 25, that nobody this age should need an explanation.
He texted me like, are we good?
Oh, apparently, again, this is going to be based out of what she's saying. So I am not sure if it's true or not. But she says that apparently once it started to resurface in like 2020, 2021, every once in a while, every couple of years, it resurfaced. And he texts her asking her like, hey, are we good? Are we okay? Again, that's something that he would make fun of nowadays, like if somebody did that. But anyways, we can't 100% trust that she's saying that or that it's true, but that's what she's claiming, right?
Terrified of people finding things out, like your history of using slurs.
Apparently, yeah, this is the part that I was like, holy, I did not know this. I did not know this part. Yeah, no, that part's coming from Tana. But now, this is where things get worse, okay? Because this is where I was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? Okay.
I said, yeah. And like, he was like, my wedding's coming up.
You do have a history of making bad choices when you're terrified of people finding things out, like your history of using slurs.
5, nigga 6, nigga 7, nigga 8, nigga 9, nigga.
There's more clips than that, but the reason most people are blissfully unaware of them.
I didn't know that particular thing. Like, I had no idea that he used slurs in the past. And yeah, I didn't
It's because you posted your vague apology, not on Twitter, not on YouTube, but on Patreon, despite acknowledging.
And again, apparently, instead of acknowledging it publicly and being like, hey, I did this in the past, and like, it's come up with a lot of YouTubers, like, unfortunately, it's come up with a lot of YouTubers that they use slurs and stuff, but he posted it on Patreon. The only people who would have access to this is people who are paying for his Patreon membership, which is people who really, really love him. So they're not going to like screenshot this and post this everywhere and like make it go viral, right? So he wrote, hey y'all, some old vines where I say some really insensitive things have been surfacing on Twitter. They were really ignorant videos and I wish I never made them. Last thing I'd want is for someone to feel alienated because of something stupid I said. It was a mistake and I'm sorry I let you down, Cody. Again, I'm not sure when this video came out.
In your apology.
Like how far back it went and stuff like that. People can make mistakes and stuff like that. I just think that this, compared to the situation that's happening now, very different levels of like
that the clips were surfacing.
Saying a slur, but then like essaying somebody, like that's two different playing fields that we're talking about. So this is not going to be enough, you know, like writing something on Patreon is not going to be enough. No, yeah, that's super dumb. Like I don't know if he's going to talk about it. I honestly feel like legally speaking, he probably maybe can't even talk about it. But if he does, he's not going to do something like this. Post it on Patreon. Like now I'm talking about the Tana situation. Like I don't think he's going to go to Patreon and post something, but that's what happened last time, right? He said a slur and then he posted on Patreon saying that he's sorry. Now let's keep on watching.
On Twitter. This is one of many examples of your poor handling of controversy. Not many people know that you've already lost fans over an eerily similar topic. You used to frequently feature and promote your college friend Colby Leachman in your videos until it came out that during...
Again, trigger warning, because he's going to talk about essay and stuff like that. So just letting you know.
In your school days, Leachman's university put him on probation for, as a United States District Judge would later put it, the non-consensual videotaping of a sex act with another student, showing the video to other people, lying to the police about the video, and behaving horribly to that individual and at least one other woman. To make matters worse, the woman in the video also alleged that Leachman drugged her before the recording and that she hadn't actually consented to anything at all. You had this man in your...
That is insane to me. So again, this is not Cody himself, but it's a guy called Colby that's best friends with him, and the guy literally, potentially, allegedly, drugged somebody and then recorded the whole thing and then showed it to a whole bunch of people, lied to the police about it, all of that stuff. Like, and this guy is also from Duke, and he's best friends with this guy.
your videos. You were telling us to follow him on Instagram, and at some point you did wise up, so he's no longer part of your content, but he still seems like he's very much a part of your friend group. From the continued hangout since then to inviting him to your wedding just last year, people are under the impression that you're best friends with someone who, at best, committed an illegal sex act and at worst is an alleged rapist. And no matter how many times people rediscover this information over the years, you refuse to say anything at all. You could clarify this, but you won't. But now your cowardice has reached a new low. You've tried speaking and you've tried silence, and now you're choosing censorship. On your YouTube channel, where you've been pumping out content nearly every day now, I couldn't find a single comment on your last video about this situation.
So this is just a comparison of his YouTube and his Instagram. On YouTube, nothing. Silence. Zero. Nothing. Everything was just about like the video itself. On his Instagram, however, a lot of people were commenting saying like, hey, you can't avoid this forever. You got to say something. Yo, what are you going to say about the allegations? Hey, what's going on with that? Like, is anything being done? Da 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 da. And he's not talking about it. So like the discrepancy between YouTube and Instagram shows you that he's probably censoring his YouTube channel, because that's usually like not a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people follow him on Instagram, but most of people are probably watching him on YouTube. That was my case. I watched him on YouTube. I didn't follow him on Instagram. So I probably wouldn't have known about any of this had this video not been made, because smaller channels were talking about it, but the bigger channels that are friends with him were not talking about it up until now.
Not even one. Comparing that to the comment section on your Instagram, where every single comment I saw was about this, it's clear that you're heavily censoring your audience on YouTube. But surely you must have realized
now not even the censorship is working though, because it's already hit every major like channel. So if you go to his channel now, you're a father now, set the right examples and use your words, take accountability. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. You, sir, you're officially invited to the Diddy party. So like, see, so now it's not even working. Like there's just way too many people, and these are all from a day ago. So yeah, there's nothing that he can do now in terms of censorship in his YouTube. There's just too much. What was happening apparently though, and this is what D'Angelo was saying, is that people weren't able to talk on his YouTube channel. So they went to Kelsey's YouTube channel, Cody's wife. And then they put a bunch of stuff there. Hey, I have a husband who just randomly told him he had coitus with a minor. I'm laughing because of the way that they said this. He had coitus with a minor. What do I do? Please drop the fake. Okay, they're saying a lot of stuff. I'm not going to read it because like at the end of the day, like Kelsey is his wife. She didn't commit the crime. So I think she's not the one that should say anything. It's him, right? I feel like I don't even know what I would do if I were in that situation where like my husband gets accused of potentially doing something with a minor. Like that's insane. So again, it's not up to her to try to defend him publicly or anything like that. He's the one that had to like would have to say something. Oops. And then yeah, apparently on Reddit they were also removing a ton of posts and stuff like that. And let me see.
No reason given whatsoever. I'm sure whoever is doing over 1 million subscribers do so much as acknowledge that
yeah, and then this part he's just calling out the community, the reaction community. That he's basically saying like, hey, why is nobody talking about this? All of your friends that are creators that would easily talk about all this stuff, why are they not talking about it? Where's the silence coming from?
YouTubers too. It's no coincidence that with the exception of the H3 podcast, I haven't seen a single channel over 1 million subscribers do so much as acknowledge that this situation exists. And I'm not talking about channels that never would have discussed something like this either. I mean the same channels that were rightfully calling out people like Dr. Disrespect for texting a minor, which are the same channels that are now completely ignoring a scenario with an even bigger creator being accused of doing something much worse. You can't.
So yeah, he's basically calling out saying like, why are these people not saying anything? They should have said something. This is the video of him and Tana back in the day with in her channel, I think.
the years she specified, as seen in your uncomfortable
Yeah, so
collab
they were
videos, which are still
together.
online. It's a fact that Gabby Hanna has made claims that seem to corroborate Tana's allegations against you. And it's a fact that you are suppressing your audience's knowledge of these allegations by censoring your YouTube comment section. These things may not prove Tana's allegation, but you better believe that they contextualize them in a way that you need to address. And you still have every right to address this, even now. If you have a side...
But again, because it involves legal things, and I have a feeling it is true, he can't talk about it. It's a legal issue. Like, he can't talk about it. Tana collab with who? Sorry. With Gabby? Or collab with yeah, I don't know. Because Gabby didn't collab with Hannah. This was a separate podcast. She was by herself, and I think this is her boyfriend at the time. I had watched some of her podcasts back in the day, and like it's just her and like her boyfriend, her best friend. That's pretty. Oh. With Cody, or I don't know.
collab videos, which are still on.
Well, I'll rewatch it so I can.
It's a fact that Gabby Hanna has made claims that seem to corroborate Tana's allegations against you.
So yeah, made claims in the past, like years ago.
And it's a fact that you are suppressing your audience's knowledge of these allegations by censoring your YouTube comment section. These things may not prove Tana's allegation, but you better believe that they contextualize them in a way that you need to address. And you still have it.
And again, I mean, like, go for it if you want to go watch this video. Obviously, it's going to contextualize it a lot better and like show everything a lot more detailed. Another video that I saw recently was Critical Moist, or Moist Critical, sorry. He was also talking about the situation. Yeah, the Charlie video he's just going on a rant. He's like, in case you don't know, 18 is bigger than 17, and it's honestly, it's very entertaining, so I definitely would watch that video as well. He just came out and like wanted to show kind of like some solidarity and say like, hey, I know that nobody's talking about it. Usually this is the type of video I would talk about, so I am going to talk about it. To be honest, I didn't talk about it so far was because the link that I had for it had disappeared. It was removed. So, and then I didn't just do my due diligence of like looking for the information and stuff like that. But he's showing some like solidarity there to Tana, which is again such a weird thing to think about in my head, because realistically, like, Tana is not a really likable person. She's not. She's very controversial. She says like really crazy shit all the time. But it does seem potentially like in this specific situation, she might be telling the truth. And if that's the case, Cody Ko did commit a crime. That means that he did sleep with a minor when he was 25 years old. And I'm turning 25 like in a week. Okay, I'm 24. I'm turning 25 on the 23rd. And I could not envision myself even having a conversation, like, I don't know, like being with a minor. I could not envision it. It's just like you're in two different wavelengths. I go to the gym all the time. I overhear the kids talking to each other, and it's like you're talking about completely different things. You're potentially still in high school. You're doing all of these other things. And yeah, it's just really crazy that that situation would happen. PDS Philip DeFranco also made a video talking about the situation. There's probably several videos talking about it. He's more factual. I like his video to understand, like, okay, what are the facts that have come out so far of the situation? But, you know, that's everything that we have so far. These are just allegations so far. Now we have bigger channels talking about it. So at some point, Cody Ko is going to have to address it. Something is going to have to come of this, either on legal terms or his PR team, or something has got to come from this. It can't just be another brush under the rug and like posting on a Patreon saying, I'm sorry. It's not going to be enough. And I don't think cancel culture works. I don't think that that's something that actually like works, but I do think that there's going to be a really big repercussion for him if it comes out that this is true. And he has, you know, done nothing so far to like negate that the situation isn't true. So yeah, it's kind of sad. I really, really enjoyed all of his videos. I really enjoyed like watching his shit. Let's see what happens. Right now, there's nothing that we can look into and like say and whatever. It is kind of suspicious the way that he's acting and all that. But again, he can come out tomorrow saying like, hey, I've waited all this time because I was dealing with it in the background legally. And for all we know, everything that we have been saying and asking about is like inaccurate. So yeah, that is everything that I have for today. It's already 4:04. That flew by. Keep like letting me know what's going on in the internet. I'm gonna keep on doing these little sessions to kind of like understand what's going on out into the interwebs. Appreciate you all for hopping on and like joining on the stream. I don't know. Hopefully we're wrong. Like hopefully it's all this big misunderstanding. I don't know. I really liked his videos, really. But yeah, tomorrow I'll catch you all to play some more Hogwarts Legacy, and then on Friday we'll be playing some Amnesia and like horror games. And yeah, every Tuesday we'll be here doing some commentary. So feel free to hop by. And yeah, it was great seeing you all, and I'll see you guys on the next stream. So peace out. Bye.
Well, maybe I'm done, maybe I've lost. Still putting up a fight because I love my mom, I love my family. When I was young, they would all look after me. I don't know why, but I feel like a burden. I spent my life overthinking my purpose. Can't really cry, I'm so used to the hurt. Trauma creeps up at me at the wrong moment. Oh, I just wanna numb the pain for a minute. I just wanna run away on vacation. I don't know what else to say now. I just need to numb the pain. To numb the pain for a minute. I just wanna run away on vacation. I don't know what else to say now. I just need to numb the pain.